All right, we are live here, Bob.
Are we actually? For real this time, we are good to go.
We are indeed.
I don't know why I say for real this time. It's literally. Anyway, that's awesome. We are doing the Go4SC2 number 608, guys. The Play for Points, of course, which happens every single Thursday. Brought to you by the ESL, and of course, us, Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element, as per the usual. And yeah, great to be here with you guys today. Watch some more StarCraft. See some new up-and-coming players as we often do in the Go4SC2 series. Some heroes have risen in these events, to say the least. And but yeah, again, points are on the line for overall Go4SC2 ranking. And we casted the pinnacle of their events, monthly events, which was the August finals, which was on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And all the days are blending in. But I'm pretty sure it was on Tuesday, and we did that. Newt won, defeated Bly, the finals. What I want to talk a lot about, or somewhat more about that, because that was an exciting event. What crazy games. We followed Bly right from the round of 16 on to the finals. And he defeated Alive, and then he defeated Guru, and then he defeated Keen. So that's two top Korean Terrans right there, and then a really tough European Zerg in between. And then, of course, he faced the best foreigner in the world in Snoot, and he did fall to Snoot. But one heck of an event to go for SC2 August finals, where a lot of money was on the line in that event too. Also, so yeah, a lot of points are on the line. It determines your ranking, and eventually, hopefully, to get into said finals. And that's what it's all about. I'm actually going to load up the old chat here, see if we can get that going.
I'm in the old chat myself.
I have a problem getting it to load. Oh, it takes a while sometimes. I'll have to maybe just load up the app instead. Yeah, Element. So you stoked? What kind of heroes are we going to see here? Can we see Healer? Please, Healer, be here. Is he even signed up? I don't even know.
I didn't see him, but 10 Zo players have been added since then. So, who can say Bobin?
I don't know. Or Senin. I'd love to see Senin back too, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Actually, 20 players have joined. I guess 36 are checked in, so
yeah,
45 in total. Let's see who we got here on the old player list.
Yeah, let's take a look. Who do we know? Oh, B-Lord is here. Mortal Past. Healer's on the list. Healer is on the list, Element. Lilkinen. Magic. I haven't seen Magic in these. Actually, I don't even recall seeing Magic in these at all. Magic it participates in the EU one. Oh, not the EU. Sorry, the weekly, like the Sunday events. I know the Go4SC2 or ESL Play Cup. Sorry. Matisse is here.
Healer's name is Healer in game, right?
Yes. I'm reasonably sure.
All right.
And Sock is here. Sock, Space Marine. Hales is back. We have Ziggy. Crowbar. I haven't seen Crowbar in a while, but maybe I just didn't notice. And then that's it. So at least Healer is here, though. Healer is one of the heroes that we followed in the past. Quite exciting.
Yeah. Keep talking to them, Bob.
All right. Well, I'm actually just trying to find my Twitch app so I can load up the stream. I guess what
I heard you played some StarCraft yesterday.
I did. I played a little bit of actually co-op mode. As I want to talk a little bit more in depth about that too, but maybe a little bit later on. But yeah, I played some Alarak, of course. Everybody's playing Alarak, it seems. It took a while. It doesn't usually take very long to find a partner in that game. It almost seems like everybody has Alarak, which is actually really cool because that means a lot of people bought Alarak. And that's great for the game. That's great for StarCraft, great for Blizzard, and that means it's great for us as StarCraft fans. If a lot of people are indeed buying this hero for the game, it's only like $5. That's a big deal, and that means it'll encourage Blizzard for more DLC and more content in the future for us fans, and extends the longevity of StarCraft 2 indefinitely, because they're getting the taste, the taste. I mean, they got it with the Nova Covert Ops so far. I know that's done well. We've seen it on top of DLC sales lists, monthly lists from time to time. That's released online. And so I can only imagine that these are doing very well, considering co-op mode is the most popular mode in StarCraft right now. It's more popular than multiplayer. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the campaign is more popular still, but I just know it's more popular than multiplayer by many times. Is the co-op, and that's exciting. It allows people. It's very much StarCraft. You're building, you have your base, you're building your economy, getting your tech, building your units, and then you have these objectives to achieve with a partner. And so you're not against real people, you're against environmental stuff and PC or an AI controlled elements. And that's I don't know, I find that very exciting, and it's super fun. Good to just lay back and chill, no pressure, just have some fun playing the game you love. And I think that's what the beautiful thing about the co-op mode, and there's so much more potential in it too. They haven't even tapped into what you could be done with co-op mode. Like you can just sit back and just stare at a wall and just imagine what would you do with co-op mode as a designer. And that's, I believe Blizzard can go these directions, and I'd love to discuss more in depth about that at a later time. But yeah, so it's really cool. Alarak's fun, as I knew it would be. The videos were awesome from him, and so far I'm just only at level 3 with him. So far I didn't power through him overnight like some people have, or over the last day. I remember when who was it? Abathur came out. I pretty much leveled him up in one day, level 15 that is, and when he came out, but didn't have the time to do so this time. But I'll get him up there, and it's super blast. Is brackets up yet, Element?
Brackets are up.
Ooh,
Trying to get us into a game here. Looks like one was offered, but I was trying to get the brackets up while it was happening. These first ones are best of one, so worst case scenario, we're missing out on one best of one. Ooh, Poppy Joe.
Oh, Poppy Joe's here?
I think so.
Interesting. Okay, so Magic Story will be facing Subflow. A lot of people have buys, of course, as often happens in the big round, in the first round here rather. And yeah, I don't know. I just want to see Healer, man. What's Healer up to? Where's he at? In the
Healer's in game already.
Okay.
Got in there just before I could ask. So
oh, that's too bad.
Best of one. We'll see him.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he wins. But he'll win.
Well, one can always hope. All right, chat. And chat only. Okay, got the app open fine. It took me 8 years, but I got it. So I can keep an eye on chat. All right, guys. This is the Go4SC2 Europe Cup number 608. For the points, of course, rankings. A lot of lesser-known players will try their hand in this to try to raise their level in the Go4SC2 echelons. And we have a lot of unknown players, which I'm actually really stoked about. We've already seen heroes. We mentioned it before. We mentioned it many times. But I don't think we can mention enough that, you know, seeing these lesser-known players, this is what gives them a stage. Like a player like Poppy Joe, we've casted him a bunch of times. Very entertaining player. And Healer too, who's in this event, casted him before. Really inventive mech builds for Terran. And then, of course, players like in the past, even with Senin and Matisse is here too. Casted him as well. There's a lot of players which put on such entertaining games you'd never see them anywhere else. You wouldn't see them in the WCS, not really, because sometimes they're still trying to get up there, right? They're trying to become that next player. It just takes time. It takes a long time to train, gain that confidence, and events like this help do that. Help get their confidence. Help also not only that, but it gives them experience, competition experience, which goes a long way. And we've seen players rise through these events over time. And I mean, Go4SC2 has been going on since the dawn of StarCraft 2, since 2010. If you don't think that players like Snoot and Bly haven't made their name through this event, you'd be wrong. Yes, Ellen.
My buddy Reflector's in chat.
Your buddy Reflector. Is Reflector actually in chat? That's great. Oh, hey, buddy.
Saying that
I was actually thinking about Reflector today. I'm like, oh,
this stays down the drain. Yeah, he doesn't like you very much. I didn't want to tell you that.
You got the inside information on one.
Yeah, my good friend Reflector doesn't really think very highly of you. So.
Oh man, that's pretty funny. Okay, so yeah, Healer did start quick, because that's the round of 32, and there's still round of 64 matches going on. But yeah, the bracket did just go up, guys. Some players did jump in the game a little bit quick, so we're just trying to get the first match. It's all best of ones here anyway, so it happens really quick. We'll be finding a match very shortly. And so yeah, we have round 64, round of 32, all the way until the quarterfinals. It is a quarterfinals is the best of 3. So first 3 rounds are best of 1s. And then even the finals is a best of 3 in this event. So this day will go by pretty quick. It usually lasts about just under a hair under 3 hours or so. So still, yeah, lots of awesome StarCraft ahead. Pretty excited. I don't know. We got some pretty good players in this event too, Element. Players that were, Tails. I mean, Tails is like Korean Protoss, been around for ages. Sure, he's not playing at the level he used to. He's definitely has shown weakness, but that doesn't mean he is weak at all. He's a very, very powerful player. These are a lot of talented up-and-coming players he has to face. Although I expect him to make it to the finals here, just looking at his side of the bracket. Yeah, there's some good players here, but I give him the edge just because of his history and his gameplay style. The only thing is I hope he pays attention to his minimap this time. I mean, he does that mass observer build with observers are everywhere, and then he doesn't. Then he still misses the drops that go through them.
Feels bad.
I know.
Anyways, we're gonna jump to a quick replay here from yesterday's amateur hour, and I'll talk to you guys again when we're done with it. Okay. Drop your mines! No!
No! Getting too greedy with this. Please! Okay, they're dropped. Okay.
Oh.
Now the
Now
question
split
is,
them mines up.
Jordan, though.
Oh my God!
Retreat back your mine.
No!
Oh, devastating! And its supply just absolutely
For the love of
plummeted.
all that is Terran. Why?
No, man, he was doing good.
My God, that was a huge Baneling hit, Bob.
There were a lot of those yesterday.
Oh Lord, we've got a couple more good ones for later on. Perhaps depending on how long it takes us to find these first games, we'll get to some of those sooner than later.
Yeah, yesterday we did the amateur hour event, very first of its kind. It was extraordinarily fun, like next level fun. A really awesome event, great format, awesome players. Chat was really ridiculous. It's pretty amazing, actually. So many fans too of the eventual champion Jordan. That was definitely an entertaining, and money was on the line too. $50 prize pool for gold and platinum players, unheard of. It was quite amazing. It was quite a show, to say the least, and there will definitely be more in the future. In the very near future, in fact. All right, so Element is busy finding a game for us, as this event is just getting started. A lot of these best of ones are flying by. Also in the first round, most of the players had buys into the round of 32. So the round of 32 itself is really just starting to form up, which is also a best of one.
Looks like we have a first game here.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Wait.
It's hard to get some of these sometimes because these guys want to just go in and start playing right away,
Yeah,
and then
go, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that means we will be heading to our first game of the day right away, guys, for the Go4SC2 number 608. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. You guys can follow all things Gauntlet on Twitter at GauntletSC2. Get notified when we go live with a variety of events, such as Go4SC2s, which we do every single Thursday.
Can you jump in on me?
And then some, yes. And then
I don't know if you can, is why I'm asking.
Should be. It's downloading something. Okay, no, we're good. We're in. Oh, sweet. It's Shore F and Hellraiser. Interesting. That looks to be our first match. That's a PvT? Yeah, PvT. By the looks of it. All right, so our first match of the day, best of one on New Gettysburg. Shore F versus Hellraiser will be coming at you right away. Very excited to see this. Start off the day watching StarCraft doesn't get a whole lot better than that. All right.
All right.
Sweet deals. It looks like the players are ready, and the game is starting. Yes, Element, our first game of the day. Now things get rolling. Actually, this isn't so bad. The brackets are actually up in a timely manner today. Nice. Sometimes
PM over there.
sometimes they are a little delayed. Okay, so New Gettysburg, we are loading up. All right, Element. What do you think, man? We've cast Shore F before. Hellraiser, we have not. I don't think.
Shorf, but sure.
I'm just calling him Shore F. It could be Shorf. It really could be.
No, I'm pretty sure we both agree with Shore F.
Yeah.
I'm just playing around here.
Yeah, a TVP.
TBZ. I'm kidding.
Uh,
Joke's on you.
or not.
Oh boy. Alright. Wow, this one's taking a while to load, actually.
It is actually. I think Shore F is holding it up.
Sure.
Shore F is only halfway loaded this map so far. Oh, there he goes. Boom. We're
There
in.
we go. One guy got the Pro League portrait there, too. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Pretty cool indeed. So, Bob, why don't you take it away?
All right. To the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Hellraiser. And to the... Did I say southwest? I don't even know anymore. My brain's still groggy. It's to the southwest side of the map. We have the pink Terran player. It is Shore F.
You got it right, and then you decided to
I doubted myself.
talk about it.
Yeah. I doubted myself.
We were good, and now we're not.
Okay, so we have very standard openings from both players. Again, best of ones can often lend to sort of geeky builds because you just want to get through your opponent as quick as possible, catch him off guard. But I almost think that's part of the meta in so many ways, as we've seen in the past, that both players decide to play it safe just to prepare themselves for said potential all-ins or cheeses.
Game
Oh, we got a pause going on here.
1 second, folks.
Maybe he's just resetting his mouse or something.
Resetting our stream.
Perhaps. Okay, so yeah, we did a big day of StarCraft yesterday with Amateur Hour. 4 players battle for the $50 prize pool with Platinum and Gold League. We'll be doing Diamond League, of course. More Platinum and Gold in the future, and Bronze and Silver. Definitely be events that we'll be doing in the future.
All the good ones.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Showcasing the noobs. I don't know. I'm excited about it. Genuinely super hyped about it.
You would be hyped, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just exciting to showcase the, you know, the quote unquote noobs, the people who are just the regular people, the non-pros. People are just going playing StarCraft every day and trying their best. I give them a little bit of a platform or appreciation of sorts. Okay, we have Nexus going down for our blue Protoss player. I do find this interesting how Hellraiser's choosing to use his probes here. He has like idle probe all the time. I'm not sure if that's a mistake or what. I mean, it's just a little bit of lost mining time that he does. They choose to do so, wait to build a building, and waits to build the pylon with the same probe instead of sending it back to mine and then using another one to build a building. Every Protoss has their own thing. I don't know. I just find it as like, that was at like, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 seconds of no mining. That probe.
Yeah.
And in a mirror matchup, it might matter a little bit more, but
Well, in all matchups, lost mining.
it is always a big deal, I guess, yes.
Yeah.
And we have the CC going down for Shore F as the Nexus is complete for Hellraiser. Well, Hellraiser's economically in a pretty strong position. Will be very soon.
I believe it's pronounced strunk, but okay.
It's spelled strong. Is that how it's spelt? Or is that how it's said, Helmet?
Both.
You've heard it both ways. Reflector, I don't know what you're saying, Reflector. I don't know the Fat Albert reference. It's a cartoon or something.
You don't know Fat Albert?
Yeah, is that a cartoon or something? I don't know what that is.
Oh lord. Sorry, Reflector. I know me and you go way back, but I have to work with Bob sometimes.
You're forced to work with Bob.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doubtful this will ever get better too, so just live with what it is. I've crossed that bridge already myself.
No coming back.
Anyways, looks like we've got 4 Hellions. I thought you get a dropship out.
Nope.
But
going for a Banshee and Cloak
perhaps
too.
not. Does get the scout off. This Hellraiser sees those Hellions come out. Gonna get the second scout in the middle of the map.
Yeah, these Hellions
All
are just
the
really
vision
meant
of
for
this.
as a distraction as usual. It's really the real main event here is the Cloak
Well,
Banshee that's on the way.
Yeah, these Hellions are gonna dive in. Probably get some probes.
Yeah.
2 stalkers. If they just go ham on it.
Oh, I
people to get
expect
in
them to
there.
wait. I mean, would he just suicide them in right now? No, he wants to distract them for the Banshee.
Put a good scan in there.
He did.
That's money.
So he's going to dive in. That's interesting. I guess guaranteed some probe kills.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
4 and Stalker's DPS are so
Well,
low.
he put the scan so he knows what he's getting.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, lining them up.
Oh man, yeah, there's no mothership core either. I guess that was the big tell. It's like, whoa, no mothership core?
Oh, there's a
Okay.
mothership core.
Well, it's not here.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and it's not even moving from the main base. Either all cleaned up eventually, but how many probes went down there?
11 went down.
11, wow. That's worth it, man. Who cares about the Banshee? I just forget about the Banshee. Just take my base and be happy.
Well, the Banshee will come in and put in a second hurting.
Well, actually, he's not even hiding the Banshee in this case, so
No.
it kind of is that way. Oh, he's gonna lose a mine though. Why are you not burrowing your mine, bro?
Feels like he'd want to donate
You
a
don't
mine.
have to research burrow for these guys. They just burrow. Oh man, so he
I don't
lost the
think
mine for
that's
free,
true.
where it could have actually
That sounds
killed.
too broken.
Could have actually killed
Oh.
the adept. Either
I
way,
don't think they
I don't
would
think he
do
cares so much. He's double pumping out these mines, or at least he was. Secures his base as a hidden mine, but yeah, he showed the Banshee, and he still ended up getting cloak though. So he's not looking to hide the Banshees and sneak around. At least not yet, because at the very least, Hellraiser should be more than prepared in theory for cloaked Banshees. Is that the case, Element? I don't know. He has a few pylons behind his mineral lines. One now just going up behind his natural. But as far as detection is concerned,
There's the detection note
Yes,
walking
one
across the map.
well, he has one observer in his main base.
Does he?
Yeah, it's what
He has
his
2
mothership
total?
core.
Oh, okay, yeah, he does. You're right. He's got one on the other side. Oh, this is going to be a hard blink attack to stop.
I mean, this would be a lot different if Shoref
Wait.
did not reveal his Banshee to begin with.
Is there no blink? Oh, blink's halfway done. Got it.
Okay, Photon Overrustle goes down. I like it though, kind of forced it, and now he's just gonna pick up some units that are making their way in between bases, and there is more Photon Overcharge available, and the still detection following
Well,
the
that's
mothership
not the
core.
real battle. What's happening in
the natural
Shorf space?
Yeah, I know that's a lot of stalkers. Oh, he's not even mass healing it. Oh, there he goes. No, he's just gonna attack with his work because he's nothing back at home, Elvin. I guess that's pretty devastating too. And there is an observer, so even with cloak, this Banshee is not long for this world. These stalkers are just gonna focus it down. Boom, gone. And this Terran player, Short F, is in a world of hurt, guys. As these mines, a lot of
Feels
mines,
good,
but they
man.
haven't done a whole lot.
Got to scan and kill them. Never mind.
Yeah, doesn't matter. That's it, guys.
GG
GG
is
is called.
called.
Hellraiser moves on to the next round.
Well, that happened.
Thanks.
Surf's a good guy. We're
Reflector
getting-
had to leave. Oh, thanks for joining us, Reflector.
Thanks, bud. See you around.
Thanks. Oh man.
Oh, nice. We got another one. Joining on me.
Okay. All right, so we're straight into the next game for Go4SC2, number 608, brought to you by the ESL and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome, with me is Elmet, and we are going to Immortal Past and Wooded Microbe. Oh, we casted this guy before too, right? I remember because we could never agree on his name. Is it Wooded Microbe or is it Wooded Microbe? Or is it
Microbe.
Wooded Microbe?
I'm gonna say Microbe.
Wooded Microbe? I think Wooded Microbe. Because he's probably at the character limit, so there should be an E at the end.
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm going to call him Wooded
would-
Microbe because there's no other explanation. And
Microbe
I
sounds
refuse
better
to
to me,
accept
so-
any other explanations. I should be
I'm gonna go with Microbe.
All right, you do that.
So, loading up here.
Yeah, load the map is Apotheosis for Immortal Pass and Wooded Microbe. We've casted both these players in the past, including Immortal Past, various times. I think Wooded Microbe once. And he also has the Pro League finals.
Yeah, lots of guys got it.
Into this representing, eh?
Jumping into game number 1 here, Bob. I believe it's game number 1.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh wait, it was this round of 8 already. Of course. Well, I mean, if it's round 16, it's still.
No, I guess we're in round of 32, then round of 16 now. Yeah.
Yeah, round 16 even is still best of 1. So.
Indeed. Take it away, Bobin.
Are you ready for special tactics? Oh, Wooded Microbe. All right, so to the north we have the blue Protoss player. It is Immortal Pass, and he's ready for everything.
All the things.
And to the
Some would
south
say.
we have the pink Terran player with an interesting little picture here. Time to macro now. Double the Marine. All right, no. What does that say?
Time to macro now. Double the Marine.
Double the Marine. That's okay. That's interesting.
Sorry guys, Bob's playing on a
We have wooded
1440p monitor.
Oh, it's just it moved around weird. Yeah, it was kind of hard to see.
Anyways, he's got that.
And the double's not spelled
tournament,
correctly. It kind of
tournament win on the top too. With the flying aircraft.
Uh-huh.
Immortal passed, not with a tournament win. Therefore, far less good.
Therefore, it's or he just has it turned off. I'm pretty sure you could toggle that, can't you? I don't even know.
Have you toggled yours? You have one?
You're dirty, Helmet. No, I don't have one. Okay. Maybe I'll get one. Okay. You can stop
Feels bad.
trolling me.
Well, then you can become the final boss.
That will indeed happen regardless, I think.
I feel like we do, but we need to get our own music and just cut off the StarCraft music. We could even sync it ourselves, make it hype when it has to be, non-hype when it doesn't.
Oh, that'd be interesting. That's actually rather complicated to do. There's actually software algorithms which exist to do that.
Okay,
games use them, but
don't even have to use algorithms. Just have to press the play button.
No, but music
tracks.
that builds up at a certain time,
calm,
purposely, it'll do a certain
medium calm, very uncalm. That's all we need.
I mean, StarCraft music is the best though, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, when it's like this and it's just, I can hardly even hear it.
I don't know. I have no audio, in-game audio on, so I can't hear anything.
Says music's the best. Never uses audio.
I don't. Well, it's because I just listen to my own soundtracks when I.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm asking for here. Oh god, feels Bob bad.
But when I play any game, though, I always listen to my own soundtrack. It's just my own thing, so I go into the zone.
Did not have the production tab up the whole time. Blame Bob, guys.
Well, I actually personally have the production tab up. You don't, so that's your problem.
Well, why don't you have the Observer PC as the main one? My goodness. Thanks a lot, Bob. What a guy.
What
a guy. Anyways, we've got Adept defending the main here. Let's get the Mothership Core on the other pylon, so not going to lose that many workers. Hey, you know what? I just realized he lost so many workers in the last game, and he still won the game. Protoss, man. My goodness.
Yeah, he did lose a lot of workers, but I mean, you have to think of the sacrifice that Terran made to get that.
4 Hellions?
Make it happen, yeah.
That sacrifice?
Well, that was a lot of Hellions for so fast, and then he had Banshees with Cloak and didn't do anything with them. So,
that's true.
Yeah.
I'll give you that
Not
one.
cheap. Especially when you're going for mass stalkers, which, I mean, hardcore counter.
Ooh. There we go. Oh, I gotta turn the C2 replay
What?
stats thing off for this one, since I don't know if these are supposed to be open to the publics.
Oh, gotcha.
There it is. It is off. Yeah. So had a forge coming in, Robo facility. Bay, Robo Bay. That's the one.
Yeah, Robotics Bay. Either way, we have triple pumping out units here. He was actually just pumping a lot of Marines. Is Wooded Microbe, and I like this just to play defensive. You never know with some sort of adept play that especially off 2 base, that Protoss do tend to like applying pressure to their Terran opponents, or even Zerg in most cases. But in that case, it's usually to pressure the third, newly forming third. Now we have, look at this, disruptors on the way coming out for Immortal Past. Actually, we've seen Immortal Past use disruptors before.
Yeah, I think so.
One of the few players that actually do it. I mean, it's just seeming less and less common to you.
If I recall correctly.
Am I in error saying that? It's like less and less common seeing disruptors?
Well, as people learn to deal with them better, they have become less common, yeah.
Oh, but it's not just any disruptor. It's a disruptor drop, as the Warp Prism Speed Gravitic Drive is well on its way. In fact, about to finish.
Yep.
I like it. Disruptor drops from Immortal Pass. This guy is awesome. And now, if he actually spots this move out from a Wooded Microbe, then this could be actually devastating. But he has to pay attention. Will he see it? Isn't he even going to see it with the Observer? Anything at all, Element. Will Immortal see this?
Oh my god.
He could
right
destroy this
middle.
army with this drop. Instead, he's...
Wow, right through the middle.
Oh, wow. How has that happened, guys? A little bit unfortunate. Well, I guess fortunate for the Terran player, because then his whole army doesn't get evaporated from this disruptor. But now it's still unfortunate because his economy is going to get shredded.
Here we go.
There it is. Oh, actually kind of whiffed. What, the hit? 1 or 2?
2. Looked like probably 1, and I think the other one was from earlier. A scout, perhaps.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, and that kind of gave away. But at the same time, now the Terran player, oh sorry, the Protoss player, Mortal Past, has nothing back at home to defend. He has a handful of gateway units, and last I checked, Element stimmed, bio, murders gateway units. No matter what you got, look at it, just absolutely evaporated. Mortal Past is in a dire situation here,
good.
as his Warp Prism is trying to speed its way back home.
Making a Colossus at home too.
Yeah, he's making Colossus. Well, yeah, he has one Colossus popped out, but he'll definitely need some of his support, some supporting army. Or okay,
Ball
one
of
disruptor
Doom comes in.
Okay,
Nice,
takes away
nice
one
shot.
quarter of the army. That's the start.
He's gonna lose this Nexus though.
But he has a third. That's okay, and he didn't lose any workers either. So that's a bonus.
Well, I mean,
too.
the Terran's got a third at the gold, so.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh.
if he kills this,
No.
if he kills the Terran army, doesn't
Oh
lose
my
his
God,
Colossus,
the Colossus.
then I think that the Protoss player could, in fact, go for an attack. Just cannot lose his Colossus. He needs this.
Whoa.
Oh
my God.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
I did not record that. I should have. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh,
That was highlight level.
wooded microbe. That's beautiful, my friend.
It was like 1 HP, and I think a Marine killed too. It wasn't even a Marauder. So, fantastic stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if that didn't go down, I think easily Mortal Past could have moved across the map and put some pressure. I mean, the only thing we have here is some Marines and a couple of Marauders with the Disruptor, plus possibly even another Colossus popping out, which another is, and a bunch of Adepts. We could say a bunch of Adepts or Stalkers, and I prefer Adepts in that case. I think he could possibly have crushed Wooded Microbe in the counterattack.
Still sharking around
but
with
he would
this
need that
Warp Prism.
he absolutely need that other Colossus.
Trying to get some damage done. Maybe a shot off on his Marines, perhaps.
Yeah, well, not
I'm
gonna
not
hit.
going to get anything there.
Yeah, paying
doing
attention
pretty
is
well.
Wooded Microbe.
Is Wooded Microbe. I guess that's the reason why we don't see this play much anymore. It's a lot easier to defend with the stim bio.
Oh, Admiral Ace is in chat, says hello. How's everyone doing? Doing great.
Doing fairly fantastic.
Oh, there we are. Doing great, man. Thanks for tuning in. We have a bunch of StarCraft to have us today. This is just the second match of the day. All best of one so far.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, some more. Oh, no!
Oh.
That's really devastating for Immortal Pass, as Wooded
Feels neat,
Microbe
man.
is on the ball. And now the pressure is going to be real with no Disruptor to chase back this bio as
Two
the
force
Colossus does
fields.
damage.
Force fields are going to have to be real here. Cut him in half. Yes.
Oh, it's not in half, Element. That was 2 units, and that's not the good force
Hey,
field to use.
dying is good enough. I mean, not dying.
Still. Okay, the Wooded whiffs. I mean, it doesn't whiff. It takes out one Adept at the very least. But that's not the kind of hit that Wooded Microbe needs to continue this attack. Yeah, he can't really attack into this anymore. This force isn't nearly large enough, but he is in a spectacular position. We're seeing that reflected in the supply at 124 supply for the Terran player to the 95.
Got a drop unloading in the main
Mortal
base,
Pass.
by the way, Bob.
What, sorry?
Drop in the main base.
Oh, yes, there is. And although we have quite a bit here, as long as this Colossus starts the engagement, and it does. It just popped out in the nick of time. Now it's going to go away. Now we have the, what do we call it? Thermal lens being researched finally for Mortal Past. Help with his engagements. That's also part of what helped that Colossus die in the beginning anyway. Imagine if you had that other Colossus. It's just, they scale, right? You have so many, they get exponentially better when you have more. 3 is the magic number, but I mean, I wouldn't complain with 3 or 4 or 5. I don't think anybody would. I definitely like that, especially against his composition, though, that his Terran opponent has. He has... Are there any Vikings on the way, Element? There are none. Oh, that's right. That's a lie. 2 in production. Does he have any on the field? Yeah, 2 more. So that means he'll have 4 in a second. And that's not enough, really. Not yet. If a Mortal Pass decide to attack. But that's not going to be the case. As he knows...
These rocks are down. Wooden Micro's going to drop into main. And
Yep, this is actually going to be
Not
pretty bad for
really.
the Protoss player.
Yeah.
Oh, could even get the Robotics Bay. This could be absolutely devastating if he focuses it down. Will cancel the upgrade and no more Colossus production. He is indeed going to focus it down, and that's it for Colossus or Disruptors. He can pick up and go. He does. Blink happens, and will take out 1 medevac, which is really nice. At least he doesn't get the Robotics Bay for free. At least that's something. But he's stuck with 2 Colossus, Element, and now these Vikings... with their number rising, that will be a bit too much for our Protoss player. He can't push out anytime soon. And not only that, but Wooded Microbe has been putting on so much pressure, he hasn't really not allowing Immortal Pass to push out. I mean, Immortal Pass does not feel safe doing so. It has to
get a
stay
nice
back.
chunk of bio there for free. Decent.
Triple Helix says, hey, yo, guys, what did I miss? Well, we had 1 series so far today. And it was just best of 1, so not much. We're just on our 2nd series today. This is the 2nd best of 1.
Here's the question, Bob. What does he have to defend these Vikings and this high Marauder count now?
Very high Marauder.
Like
It's Marauder element.
Just like, what, 2 Stalkers? Is that what I'm seeing here? Unit count.
3 Stalkers, yeah.
9 Stalkers in total. Where's the rest of them?
Oh, they're in the main.
No, there they are, yeah. Those are going to be necessary.
Yeah, but against this many Marauders, with only 2 Colossus. Well, actually, sorry, that's a 3rd Colossus is on the field. Forgot there was one sitting in the main base.
Does he have Blink? Let's check these upgrades. He does have Blink. Could Blink under those.
All right, still he's
nice force fields.
Very good Blink. In fact, and these force fields eliminate the rest of the army and takes out nearly all of the
6,
Vikings.
yeah.
And
loses one Colossus, but not bad.
Interestingly enough, though, the Wooded Microbe did stop Viking production. He only had the 4.
Yeah, well, he's gone into Liberators now, 4 at a time. And if you get Lib range, which I don't think he has yet. No, he doesn't. That could do some serious wonders.
Yeah, Mortal Pass still has the work cut out for him, but I don't mind his position so far. But the thing is, I'd really love to see him just sacrifice, get a Warp Prism out there. You know, just put some aggression on the Terran side of the map. Otherwise, he's getting a 4th base. Mining, there's no defenses at this 4th base. A Zealot, an Adept, something over there could just nullify or equalize it.
Gonna need the force field here before he gets jumped
No.
on.
Kind of half force fields, but they're not really that good. Split up the army a little bit, but the Stim Bio gets an excellent arc, and these Vikings a little bit higher in number now, pummeling down these Colossus, and that is the only splash damage available for Immortal Pass as the last Colossus does fall, and the rest is Stim Bio. But the damage was done. Those Colossus did a lot of work, and who can take this? I think the defender's advantage for Protoss is going to be a little bit too much. Eventually he will hold, but at what cost? Element is the supply is still significantly ahead for our Terran player. As more depth do warp in, this army will eventually dissipate.
These Marauders are doing the work.
Well, we have a 4-base Terran versus a 3-base Protoss.
Yeah, and look at that army supply. It's double for the Terran right now, and he's coming with his 2nd wave, and we know the armies of Terran just keep coming.
Yeah, and they're Liberators.
4
man.
Liberators.
There's not even that much anti-air here.
Nope. Oh. And he's trying to get some Storm up, but I don't think they're ever going to accrue enough energy to use it.
Well, Storm is done. Yeah, so we'll see if he can get enough energy. Can he buy enough time? Either way, this is a lot of bio and a lot of Liberators. Trying to blink under these Liberators. Did he get 1 Lib? That's not bad.
Lost the High Templar.
But either way, the freedom zones are spread, and this
bio
he
just killed his own mine.
That
was funny.
Oh no, this... Oh, drat. That's a little bit unfortunate, too.
Did he lose another High Templar?
He lost, I think, 2 High Templars. They walked,
wow.
They walked
All
into
3
the
are dead
freedom
now.
zone.
Yeah. This is a tricky position for him to be in.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad for Immortal Pass, but he's hanging in there like a champ, trying to find some window here to come back in this game. Well,
the positioning is so good now for.
But he doesn't see
Microbe.
what we see. We see the pink streaming across the map towards just right down the center, and this is an endless supply of Terran bio that simply the Protoss can't match.
Yeah, I mean, even these libs, just no answer.
No, there's
the answer to this is strong enough.
And look at this. If he focused, he could have got that Colossus immediately, but instead opts for a lot of this bio force, and even then walks right into the freedom zones again, losing some units for free. And his 3rd base is forfeit as his bio is completely uncontested, and that's it. GG's called. Wooded Microbe defeats Immortal Pass and moves on to the next round.
I didn't know much about this Microbe guy before, but pretty hyped up about him now.
Yeah, man, really good play. Really good play. So, guys, this is Go4SC2 number 608. Brought to you by, brought to you by ESL and, of course, Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. Going to be here with you guys today, and we will be heading into the next series very shortly. I'm going to just take a look at the brackets here and see what the story is. What has changed, who has won, who's moved on. Okay, so Lilkinen and Climber still happening. Climber had defeated... I'm not even going to pronounce that name. I have no idea how it's said. That'll be an interesting name. A very confusing name, dude. And defeated that guy. Archangel lost his Siglave. Risky defeated Nefaste. Matiz defeated Dantrox. Matiz we've casted a variety of times in the past. Velor defeated Space Marine. Interesting. And yeah, we just have a whole lot of players. A lot of lesser known players making their way through, which is really exciting to see. Subflow defeated Magic. And of course, in our first series of the day, Hellraiser defeated Shore F to move on. He's waiting the winner of Ziggy and Subflow. Poppy Joe lost to Metatail, though. Unfortunate. We love casting Poppy Joe.
Yeah, Poppy Joe. It's a good guy.
Yep.
Feels poppy, man.
feels poppy, man. And then we also have Let's move down the list. Oh, yeah, Mortal Pass defeated. Well, I guess he's known as Creed. No, sorry, no, he defeated Creed earlier on. Sorry, and then Immortal Pass Microbe. Yeah, of course, we just watched that. So that was in the round of. Yeah, that was round of 16. So he does move on to the quarterfinals already. He does Wooded Microbe. Nice job for him. And defeating Mortal Pass, who's a staple in these events. Definitely a feat. But oh yeah, and Doc is in this event. Keep forgetting that he defeated Scatty and awaits the winner of Rote and Tails.
All right, so we gotta get one right now. Who should we pick? It's a real question.
Well, there's Lilkinen and Climber, if it's underway or not. We have, I mean, because otherwise the round of 16 is going to be happening right away too, and that's starting to form up. But we're also still have matches in the round of 32. But they're all best of one.
Did you say Healer took a hurting?
No, I didn't actually look at Healer. No, Healer. Oh yeah, Healer defeated Leilukan, and he will face Metatail actually in the round of 16. So that's not hasn't happened yet. We should do that.
See, I'll get around 16, and then after that, the round of 32 should be ready to go.
Yeah, that's definitely not the way the tournament goes. But yeah, it goes. Give me the quarterfinals. Yeah.
What?
Oh, I guess round 16. You can wait for the round of 32, then do the round of 16 because it's only best of. I mean, all 3 rounds. There's like 2 rounds still happening right now. We got a little bit ahead. In other words.
What? Yeah, something like that.
That's the.
I mean, any game we grab right now would still be best of 1.
Yes.
Healer's facing Medtail. Seems to be in game, so I guess we can't grab that one. Mortal Pass and Wooded Microbe just played. Rote versus Tails versus the winner of versus Sake after.
Yeah, let's wait for that one maybe, because these are all best ones. These will be done. They're probably in game already. So the winner of Rote and Tails will face Sock. So let's do that.
Okay, let me just make sure I'm on the ball here and I can grab this one. Let's see here. Let us see here. I'm going to jump us to a nice little replay from yesterday.
And not so instant replay. Yes.
Not so instant replay. Day old, in fact. Jump to that and I'll get back to you guys right after.
But this is still a pretty close game. Anybody, another huge Baneling connection could bring him back. That's exactly what he would need.
Battle of the Titans. Battle of the Banes.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to run right underneath the Liberation Zones either.
Oh my god, he's setting up the trap. He's going to stop him in the choke bomb.
No, but
here it is.
Well, it's going to be really hard. And he's going. Good Baneling hits with the one. Marauder take a lot of damage too. But still, infinite Banelings rolling in, killing the rest of the bio. But in the meantime, he loses a lot of his own army.
But he's getting a counterattack in.
Oh, that's so
Picture man wasn't doing anything.
That's so Jordan. He did this already.
That's so Raven.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's like, I should make that a thing. I'm gonna make that. Anyway, so he did this before in the first series of the day, where he defeated.
Good stuff, Bob. We saw a huge Baneling attack, and then also a CC getting destroyed. That was fun. Fun stuff.
Definitely.
Ooh, Little Canadian's looking for a game right now too, though.
We'll just hop into that.
Hop into whatever we can get.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's how we roll here for Go4SC2 on Thursdays. It's more of just a standard laid-back event. We're just chilling, hanging out with you guys, watching some StarCraft, and seeing what games happen, as it does definitely provide some entertaining series we've seen throughout the times we've casted these events. And so, yeah, if we could get Lilkin in, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Looks like, was he facing Risky? No, Siglaive still. And that would go into a quarter game after, because they should be ready. I think that might be the one we can grab if...
Wait, you're saying it hasn't happened yet? Lilkin and Siglaive, or it's going on right now?
He's in chat asking for him.
Oh, where Siglaive is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't even see Sake in the chat here. Might be Yeah. Anyways, I'll let you talk about your heroes of the thing yesterday.
Heroes of the Storm. Oh, I didn't play Heroes of the Storm yesterday, Element. Shows how much attention he pays to what I say, which is none. No, I definitely didn't play Heroes of the Storm yesterday, Element. But although I should have played it, because I have got to get the gold achievements that they provide. Got to make sure I always keep it down. But anyway, I played co-op mode with Alarak. I mentioned this earlier on today already. And Alarak new commander available that Blizzard released for co-op mode in StarCraft 2. Huge blast with him. I think I'm only like level 3 with him, but his abilities are fun. Haven't unlocked, you know, the cool stuff yet. I like this very powerful Colossus version that I forget what it's called. I don't even, it's not called the Colossus, but pretty much from, if you played the Legacy of the Void campaign, you'll recognize a lot of these units, but not all of them. There's some stuff that's original to co-op mode, abilities and units, in fact. So there's definitely some inspiration from the Legacy of the Void campaign in which you use Tal'Darim units, and you'll know. You'll know it when you see it, and it's very exciting to have in. Really fun hero. I like Protoss in general, so seeing him, he's the best character in Legacy of the Void. He just was probably my favorite StarCraft character in general, and have him in co-op mode is a definite blast. Yeah, so it's good that Blizzard released it. Hopefully, like I said before, it's good signs. It seems like a lot of people are playing him. That means a lot of people bought him. That's good for Blizzard, good for us. More DLC. We hear rumors about them talking about selling more DLC, like skins and stuff like that. I mean, we've been talking about it. We said, Blizz, please, we want this for a long time, and they I guess they're just finally realizing, just finally, guys, slowly. It takes a long time, but they're getting it, and that's exciting. That's exciting for us, and some people don't like it. It's like, oh, I should be able to play and to earn these things too. It's like, no, but I don't know. I think I'd rather pay a few bucks here and there every so often on something that I want, that they provide that I want, than nothing at all, and then no future for the game. If this supports the game that I love for more awesome stuff to come in the future, then I'll do this 10 out of 10 times. Pretty exciting. But yeah, also I guess Alarak got released in Heroes of the Storm 2. I have not played that. I did play him in the test realm, and we'll see. We'll see how he plays out in the actual game. All right, what's happening? Element. Talking to players.
I am jibbing and jabbing, tapping people on the left and the right, and some on the left and then some over to the right.
Okay, good to know. So yeah, Lilkinen did move on. He faces Risky. So Sigley, that series happened already. Element. Talking about. So Lilkinen and Risky, it'll be quarterfinals, and that is the quarterfinals start the best of 3. So best of 1s end at the round of 16, and it'll be best 3s all the way until the finals and including the finals. So that means Risky defeated Matisse. Interesting. I don't know much about Risky. I don't think I've ever cast him before. B-Lord moved on to the quarterfinals as well, defeating Laos Pumpka. Los Pumpka. It's hard to say. Although the round of 32 seems to still be going on. Either that or the brackets are a little slow to update, as SBR Black Cat still going at it to face Andre Karma in the round of 16. Ziggy and Sub. Yes, Elman?
I was just gonna say I'd like to still just wait for the sake game. I think.
Did you get in contact with him, or I guess?
Yeah, I asked him this game. He said not yet.
Gotcha.
So,
all right, cool. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the best. If anything, we could follow. Either that, we follow Sake, or we follow Tails, whoever wins through that series.
Yeah.
And then they face Micro B eventually, or Microbes.
This little Canadian game seems like it's gonna be happening too right now, but both would work for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Getting into one is the main priority here.
Absolutely.
All right, keep talking.
That's the nature of these events. We just kind of wait for when players are ready to rock. As it is a large bracket, a lot of players go play at different paces. So these, especially when best of 1s happen, some can last a long time. There's a big difference between, let's say, a less than 7-minute game, which we've seen before, or 25-minute game. You can definitely extend the whole event quite a bit when those differentials are taken into account. And yeah, Wooded Microbe is waiting in the wings of the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals is starting to form up, as I said before. Lilkinen and Risky will be facing each other in the quarterfinals. B-Lord is waiting. B-Lord has a long time to wait. He made his way to the quarterfinals really quickly. And there's still 2 series to happen, I think, before he gets his next opponent in the quarterfinals. And it's pretty much the same boat for a couple other parts of the quarterfinals as well. So yeah, it's going to be some time. This event is actually technically only started, 50 minutes ago, and we're already quite a ways in. But it starts slowing down once the best of 3 start kicking in.
Yeah, then once you're in one of those, then you're good for a good hour-ish.
Yeah. Okay, why is my chat not refreshing? Why you be like this, chat?
Why you be?
properly this time. Being all emo-like.
Well, that's just rude.
It is rude. Why would it do that?
If it wants to feel, let it feel, bub.
I guess
It
so.
needs to go full Nixon, let it be. Poor Nixon. Years later, still taking.
Hashtag swag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
YOLO swag. Sorry, YOLO swag. Forgot.
Like a shirt on the bed.
Hashtag YOLO swag.
That was good.
Oh man, can't believe that was a thing for a while.
Call it swag, I got guys. Swag's swag. Nixon's a good guy.
Hashtag ballin'. No, yeah, Nixon's it's just inside jokes we have here most of the time. Nixon's a friend of ours for many years. And
Yep.
we just poke fun of him. Sometimes he tunes into our casts, so
Sometimes.
sometimes. Yeah.
Every time his kid gains another year in life, he also has a little party and food gets served. I like that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, were you at the last one?
Nope.
You noob.
Like, what do you mean
You gotta
last
go to the next one.
Me noob. I've never. The only thing I was at was the one we went all together at the park. The first time I've ever been to the park. It was at Assiniboine Park or something. We went.
Yeah, that was before it was even.
That was-
well, no, I guess it
That was in
was.
2014.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, 2014. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what last one? So there was the last one. It wasn't.
Well, it was the first birthday. Of course.
Oh.
I think even Dwayne was there.
Okay, guys, you heard it here first. Like secrets being revealed on stream, things I didn't know about, because nobody invites Bobby Awesome to see anything. Hey guys, and even if I'm invited, though, no guarantee I'll go. I guess there's that too. Story of my life, though. We're just waiting on the next series, guys. We're actually just waiting for the winner of Tails and Rote to face Sake, where we're actually just waiting on that, because that'll be the next series. Hopefully, we'll be hopping into.
Yeah, I'm jamming down on
Only
that,
best of one,
refresh
so I
button.
mean, it's not like this unless they're going like the epic 40-minute game.
Yeah, you know, Raven in a dream.
Right, well, a raven in a dream. Well, Tails is Protoss. What race is Rote? Is he Terran? See, I don't think you thought about your joke. You just said it.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be analyzed. Oh, Rote won.
What?
Oh my lord.
No way. Wow. Rote defeated Tails? That's spectacular. Well, that's pretty cool. That means we have our next series, Sock versus Rote. I think we determined last time. I'm just going to say Sock. Some people say Sake. I've heard it always. Heard it every single way you can imagine. Silent S. Yeah, so guys, this is Go4SC2 number 608, brought to you by ESL and and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. Joy to be here with you guys today, chilling out, watching some StarCraft in standard Thursday Go4SC2 format. And it looks like we're going to be going to Sock versus Rote. Rote defeated Tails in an upset, to be sure, but best of ones, as I said before, anything can happen. And now this is the round of 16, still best of ones, not until the quarterfinals, best of threes. That is still forming up in and of itself. Be cool, pretty cool to follow Sock, see how far he goes, and yeah, do just that.
All right, I put out the. I asked them. Let's see what happens here.
Right, good stuff, Element. Good stuff. We do that. Get going for this next series. Also, guys, in the on Tuesday I mentioned we did the Go4SC2 August finals. Then yesterday we did the amateur hour number 1, the very first amateur hour for Gauntlet SC2. Very fun, $50 $50 prize pool where we had 4 noobs battle it out. And it'll be a regular event. It was platinum gold this time. Other events will be diamond. Other events will be bronze, silver, so on and so forth. And it was a super fun event. One of the most fun events I've had cast for a long, long time. And then next week we have more events like that. Probably another amateur hour. There is more Go4SC2s, and the Gauntlet Season 2 will be starting very soon. I don't think we have an exact date on that yet, but it's very, very soon. And because we want to get going on that, and it's gonna be when it starts going, we're doing it tons. You're gonna see nothing but Gauntlet all the time. It'll be pretty crazy. I'm very excited for that as well, as we've definitely built up a lot to get that point. Season 1 was pretty epic, and Season 2 I expect to be even bigger.
Epicer.
Epicer. Yeah, Epicer Element. My
Much epic.
the word I'm going to use for that. And so yeah, we have a lot of StarCraft happening on this channel. So if you guys do want to keep
joining on me, Bob,
up to date, hit up that follow button, get notified when we go live. Also, follow the event series on Twitter at GauntletSC2. Anything you need to know about Gauntlet will be posted there regarding events that we are casting and doing here on this channel. All right, so it is Sock versus Rote. Rote is Terran, so your joke worked element. Without knowing it, it applied. All right, we're in the lobby. Apotheosis is the map. It is a best of one, so it is the only map for this series. We'll see what Rote can do. This is another Protoss player. Will he do the same thing as he did versus Hales to dispatch the Korean Protoss player? Who knows? Maybe he will. I would if I was him, because it's not like Sock knows what you did.
This is true. And we saw Sake in, I think it was last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. He's actually doing pretty well. Didn't he make it to like the finals or something of that one?
He won it, yeah.
Yeah, won it. There you go. Also making it to the finals. Both are true.
Both are true. Yeah. True.
Jerk.
Not mutually exclusive, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, so Sake is yeah, he's a veteran. He's coming back, I guess. I mean, is this his return to StarCraft? Like he retired for a bit, right?
Yeah, and you have to also think maybe he's just wants some competitive play, and this is a good place to find it.
I know it's online. You don't have to really commit to anything.
Yeah, true. You can do it every week if you want, or sometimes, or not all the time.
Just keep his skills up. No pressure, right? Yeah. I guess maybe that is that too. So maybe not. It's kind of like how Stefano competes in events too. He's like,
exactly,
retired, but he's still participating just because he can. Right?
Gets like a couple days of practice and then goes and wins a couple $1,000.
Yeah, MC same way for the longest time until he actually unretired. But
so this is the best of one still. I think it's round of 16, right?
Yep.
After this is when we get to the meat of the tournament.
Indeed.
It's funny because the first 3 rounds go by in basically a best of 3. And then the rest of them, it's 12 matches or so.
Yeah. Oh, in chat, Hells says, I really enjoyed amateur SC tourneys. Keep up the good work. Oh, thanks, Hells. Yeah, for sure. We love stuff like that. I mean, also too, like Amateur Hour, which we started yesterday. Yeah, if you didn't tune in, definitely check it out. And we'll, I think are the VODs up yet? Well, if not, they'll be up very soon, and we'll get that sorted out. And
we pushed them out. They should be up on YouTube now.
Yeah, and the goal for it is every week is the goal, probably Wednesdays, and it'll be featuring if you're within bronze to diamond area, there will be tournaments, events. We'll do events for those leagues at some point. We did gold and platinum yesterday. It could be diamond or bronze, silver. Next
I really want to see a legitimately bronze tournament now.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Just like me back in the day, fly into the gold. Middle of the map gold, by the way, guys. Not like a close gold where
the
it
map
makes sense.
Middle of the gold was in the middle.
Middle of the map, getting my gas right away off of like 8 workers, making a planetary, getting shot from the high ground to my planetary, raging a bit, floating, making a base somewhere else, then getting like 20 racks off of 10 workers or something.
And then not long after that, you got just Mass Ravens. That's all you did.
Yeah. No, it was Mass Reapers was first, I think.
Then
Mass Ravens. Back when you had to buy the Reaper speed, but the grenades did like 80 damage or something like that. It wasn't 80, but it was high up. They just wrecked buildings.
But yeah, I highly recommend checking out the Amateur Hour VODs. They're highly entertaining, and we also give them the full production treatment too. So it's a great event to just look at. I think overall it's a spectacular fun, and the players had a blast. The chat was amazing. Definitely a highlight for me. And
in the top. Oh, okay, keep going, Bob.
All right, go ahead, go nuts, man.
You and your pauses, pauses everywhere, and then you go after.
Yep.
In the top left corner, it is Sake.
All right.
And in the bottom right corner, I wasn't done yet, Bob.
I know.
It is Rote. I'm gonna add the random Bob pause now too.
Oh.
He's got his cue cards over there. Pause for applause.
Pause for applause. It's pause for effect, actually. Is that?
No.
It's a different
You're waiting for the applause. So now you're telling me you do have his cue cards. Pause to raise tension.
I write down almost everything, Element.
That's true. You do have a book over there.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna get in here before the Adept has enough time to shade back, so that's nice. Gets the vision. Jumps on out. Did you see anything in the main base though? No, I saw nothing. Not too much to see there. Stargate in the back, that'd be nice to see, but I mean, you should have Marines out in time to deal with any shenanigans anyways.
Yeah.
Looks like they'll have 3 at a time coming out. Might get a Widow Mine as well. In fact, he is getting a Widow Mine, so should be in a good position. Seeing it would be better, but it is what it is.
Yep.
It's not what it ain't.
Definitely not. Helsia says, bronze tournaments are kind of funny. I imagine they would be. You know, I love watching StarCraft, so I actually don't even care what skill level it is. It's StarCraft, and it's fun, competitive, right?
Well, remember when we...
It's so interesting to see different builds from, you know, they're not... Because sometimes pro players, they do the same builds all the time. When you're going to the lower leagues, they don't know these builds, so they're making it up as they go. And that, to me, is actually a beautiful thing to see. Really
remember when we recapped those bronze, silver games back in the day?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a year and a half ago. The sad thing is, back then, you could get like 30 bronze players, bronze and silvers. Nowadays, it's kind of choking, and there's like 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 0 that come up and play. You know, so it's kind of fallen off. Can't name any names here. Kind of fell off, though.
Yeah.
So, hoping we can...
vitalize it. I mean, because the players still
revitalize
exist. They're out there.
Oh, yeah.
Just need to let them know.
It's a combination of the ease of access for these automated tournaments and then just not putting in the effort to really get these guys. Oh, Widow Mine! Almost got the shot off. Not putting the effort in to get these guys in these weekly tournaments. Because they are, but it's better. You get the admins there, you get the veto, you get the full experience.
Exactly.
But, yeah. Some people are... If you don't know how much better it is, then you'd probably just go for the automated one, right?
It's true enough.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to see this Reaper probably shot down.
This Reaper's not long for this world as Sokka is on the hunt, and he does indeed get it. Eliminates
third being taken by Sokka as well at the gold. Little push out of Bio coming on away from Rote. What does Sokka have unit-wise to deal with this? 3 Phoenix. Not going to do too much there. Has the Oracle still. Might be able to get that in the game. 4 depths and counting. Oh, loses the Oracle. That's an unfortunate...
really unfortunate.
Move command, basically.
Yeah.
Basically sending it to get some scouting information, but the scouting information was hits to the face. Although, it's better than not knowing.
Scary, man.
It's better than the army getting to his base and then him finding out, I suppose.
What's he have? He has a handful of adepts, which are pretty good.
He has double overcharge, so he's safe.
Yeah, but now what? It's like the overcharge is used, one of them anyway.
He's got double overcharge still, Bob. He's safe.
Hey, and he's actually pulling back. Is Rote doesn't want to commit to this?
Yeah, you can't attack.
I guess with the Phoenix R4 on the field, they could lift up all the Marauders plus another Marine.
Yeah.
Eliminate that. Yeah, then the Adepts would be fine. Plus Photon over.
I mean, I didn't have to pick up the Marauders. I can just pick up Marines and shoot them off one at a time really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think pretty smart play from Rote just to push back, at least forced in some perhaps some extra warp ins there, and which he did actually. More Adepts got warped in that perhaps Sokka did not want to do, and as he's securing his own gold base. Now, interesting, he is getting the gold base is Sokka. Let's keep that in mind. The third base for our Terran player is not.
Feels to me with the inclusion of this Robo here, we're going to see a large amount of Adepts, and there's gateways coming in. +1's on the way here, and the Adept upgrade as well, so I believe that is what we're going to see.
Yeah, I think it's actually getting out of hand. I love Sokka's opening. Think about this for a second. Okay, he's getting all the upgrades. He's, as you just pointed out here, if he took a third base fairly quickly, secured it. It's completely defended, not under threat. It's a gold base, and the third base isn't even done yet for Rote, and it's not even a gold base.
Oh, gonna get these medevacs if he chooses. So, I guess he saw them a little bit too late. Injures both of them, not bad.
I like that. It also forces Rote to dance around a little bit too.
Keeps
him on his toes.
Can't really pick up into these medevacs now and do any type of attack without having to worry about it. Gonna take a 4th, is Sokka?
Why not?
Oh, look like it.
He's in a spectacular position.
Oh, has the pylon down, does get scouted. Phoenix still just picking stuff off on the other side of the map. Might as well,
Yeah, getting all these free Marines.
There.
Really well done. Spend that energy, and now this third base that just caught up for Rote is under assault. Oh man, the missile turret doesn't even get finished.
Okay, is Sokka gonna place this down right when these Marines come in? No, he's not. So these Stim Marines are gonna hit from the backside. Unless he shoots down the rocks right away. Oh, that Marine stopped the pain from happening.
We have these Phoenix actually just controlling the skies, and the idea for this is to eliminate any map vision and map control that Rote is trying to implement. And this drop that he has here is under threat, and that's why he hasn't been dropping in towards the natural base and the main base of Sake, because of these Phoenix roaming around. He knows that they could be taken out in an instant by these Phoenix, but fortunate for him, these Phoenix are nowhere near his drop, and this drop is going to move in, or this force rather. It's not really a drop at this point. It's going to move in, focus down some pylons, and make its way away.
Yeah,
I think he's just looking at the third base, saying
bad.
you don't have this third base here, or fourth base, like potentially preventing that for a little bit longer. As you did say, it looked like Sake was planning on taking this. Now he will.
Yeah. I think Sake is just kind of slowing the game down a bit here. You know, had the adept, could have made the play happen, but he felt like he's in good position. Got the scouting of his Phoenix. He knew what was going on. He had the goal, the other guy didn't. Why force it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And now he's just going to get double upgrades. He's going to go for a robotics bay and robotics facility on the way, and another robotics facility.
He is sending out that warp prism.
What is it?
But warp prism gets by with no trouble, so that's nice. Gonna get to the main base. Is that? We'll get that up in the picture for you guys at the same time.
All right, so he's going to double pump what? Is it be Colossus or is it going to be Disruptors? What will it be, Element? We may find out very shortly.
Oh god, the bio's coming back and might actually see this warp prism if it keeps going. Perhaps not, it seems to have stopped.
Seems to be, but I really like the composition from Sake so far as his fourth base is being secured. I like this multi-pronged idea that Rote is trying to implement, attacking up towards the newly forming fourth base of Sake while applying pressure towards the west side of the map. But the
warp
west side
prism goes down, by the way, Bob.
Yeah, the warp prism is doing warp ins. Actually, I really like this too. Only reinforcements that Rote has are the ones popping out of his production as we speak. So it forces the mining off of the main base. My main base is almost mined out to begin with from Rote. It's not the biggest of loss for whatever it's worth. But yeah. But if anything, it forces some units to die. Something that
well, 13 workers in total have died now. Not bad. The warp prism though did die before it could launch, you know, an actual wave of depth. So there's just the ones that were unloaded. Gonna lose some Phoenix here on the left side is Sake. Just one, not too bad.
Yeah, not so bad. I think he actually shot his own stalker there. Did Sake? A little bit unfortunate. Casualty of war, of miss.
Coming back in at the same time on the right. Double photon overcharge, 2 cannons in place, should be fine.
Yeah, and another massive warp in too.
Probably good just with his warp in.
Yeah, more than fine. Locked down, in other words, guys.
And look at this.
Protoss player Sake is more than fine. I expect him to keep probing up, though.
Yeah. And the army he has now might want to actually make a push with it. Maybe when his Colossus pop out.
I take it back. He's at 63 probes. I didn't even have that open. Like, no, he's more than fine. He's not going to be just going to transfer workers over from his main base, which is mined out, to his newly formed fourth base. Still some pressure being applied from Rote. I got to admire this guy, his tenacity. Just to keep pressure on the Protoss side of the map. Because if he's applying pressure on the Protoss, he knows it's less likely that the Protoss army is going to be on him in his base. And with the exception of the one warping, that's been the case, really. Sake has been, but although that being said, it's played into Sake's build. Sake has been content with staying back at home. He's like, you know what? I don't even care. I'll sit back here while you just poke at me and lose units here and there, shaving them off over time. And we're look at the position now that Sake has built for himself, for that superior, safe build, that economy that he established for himself earlier on. He's a max supply to 171 of the Terran player. Terran is on 3 bases and really only effectively just secured it. As far as mining is concerned, and we have 4 bases and mining healthily in this case. Well, only a couple of are already almost mined out, but nonetheless, the economy is ridiculous for Sake.
Yeah, I do agree. Oh.
Also in chat, somebody said, actually, what was it? I missed it. There's a guy with no hands that can still beat you. Probably says hell yeah. It's like his fortress said, need my opponents to not have hands.
Big battle happening here, Bob.
Oh, we do. Oh my gosh, a lot of Vikings available to pick apart these Colossus, and a lot of them are actually.
I really like the position of Rote, though. He's cleaning up. It feels like.
He is, but I like that force field.
Oh, nice force fields, though. Yeah.
That's ace, real ace. But again, we have to always consider these engagements as Protoss can actually afford to take a sloppy engagement or two. Always ideal.
Yeah, and there's no medevacs. That's something we need to talk about right now. All of his army is damaged. Stim is going to kill him.
He does shade right on top of the bio. Locks them in there as the blink board spreads out. And his own
army is evaporating right now for Rote.
Insane. Wow.
GG.
Did just go away. Just gone. And again, he decided to shade it on the bio. Normally, you wouldn't want to do that. The bio does so much DPS. But with the Resonant Glaze being researched, his superior upgrades, his upgrades were really good. I actually didn't keep up with what the upgrades were when that battle happened. But Sake was keeping up on his upgrades and then started double pumping them shortly thereafter once he realized he was in an excellent position from the failed parent attack. And we saw the results of that. It was just a snowball effect Rote could not contain. So really well done, and that is GG for Go4SC2 number 608. Sake moves on to the next round, which will be pretty exciting. This event is brought to you by ESL and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. And as a,
yeah, I am here, just looking at the next matches.
I was looking at, yeah, he's looking for our next match. I was actually looking at chat. Some funny stuff here too. But yeah, the lower bracket, you say the lower level, the lower league players are definitely fun to watch for multiple reasons, and it's not about like, oh, what they're doing bad or what they're doing wrong. It's, to me, it's like when you actually are casting a game, you see where they can be. Like yesterday, man, we casted platinum and gold players, and you see where they're good, and then how they can improve, and then it's kind of cool experience because you realize, wow, this guy could be so much better. He just needs to change this one thing or this thing, and that's it. And then he's next level. He'll make it to diamond or something, you know. And that's a pretty cool thing to see. And I think that's unique to StarCraft. That's pretty awesome when you're observing that. A little harder to do with pro players because they make mistakes less. But even then, sometimes you see a player that makes the same mistakes over and over again. A pro player, it's like if they don't do this, then they'll qualify for WCS more often, or so on and so forth. You know, there's this little things, and that's what bigger teams would have if they have the gamer houses. That's what coaches are for, and that's what teammates are for. Point out those mistakes.
Sake versus Microbe.
It is wooded Microbe. Microbe, or microbe, as I say. Okay, check out the bracket. Actually, hit the little refresh on that. So it looks like we may indeed be heading to Sake versus Wooded Microbe, which would be exciting. That is a best of 3 in the quarterfinals, as the quarterfinals is largely decided. Healer defeated Meditail, and so it'll be Healer versus Hellraiser, as Hellraiser defeated Ziggy. Oh man, we're following Sake right now, face Wooded Microbe, but I want to see Healer. He looks like
we'll get there. It'll happen.
If we gotta believe he'll beat Hellraiser, though. I mean, it could happen if he beats Hellraiser. Then he would be our next match after this series if we go Sake Wooded Microbe. B-Lord is still awaiting the winner of Andre Karma and SBR. It's the only matchup that isn't ready to rock in the quarterfinals, as Lilkinen defeated Siglave and Risky defeated Matiz, who face each other now. So Lilkinen versus Risky in the quarterfinals will likely happening as we speak.
Shout out to the 2 follows we got today so far. I saw them pop up on chat. Let me just see who they were really quick. And as I do, Twitch alerts goes down. Oh, no, that's back. So Hells Yeah, who we saw talking about the amateur events.
Oh yeah.
And Admiral Ak. Wait, hold on. Admiral Aces. Jeez.
Oh, Admiral Akbar.
I haven't. Yeah, exactly. I haven't zoomed out to 50%, which on my surface is just absolutely tiny. I don't know why it's like that. Back up to 200% where it should be. All those pixels. All them pixels. Anyways, we're just wait. Somebody asking us for an invite? I don't know what that means.
I don't even know how that's possible.
Yeah, we're not the ones playing the game. No.
So yeah, we're hopefully getting to Sake versus Wooded Microbe right away. That'll be exciting as we casted both players already today.
Yeah, so we might as well jump into a replay of the last game, the ending there, that last attack.
Replay.
What?
Not so instant replay. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Where basically he came down the middle aisle and just laid the smack down. That's essentially, I think that's how you would say it. Proper terminology. Anyway, let's jump into that right now.
No hands that can still beat you, probably says Hells Yeah. It's like a 4%. Need my opponents to not have hands.
Big battle happening here, Bob.
Oh, we do. Oh my gosh, a lot of Vikings available to pick apart these Colossus, and a lot of them are actually.
I really like the position of Rote, though. He's cleaning up. It feels like.
He is, but I like that force field.
Oh, nice force fields, though. Yeah.
That's ace. Real ace. But again, we have to always consider these engagements as Protoss can actually afford to take a sloppy engagement or two. Not always ideal.
Yeah, and there's no medevacs. That's something we need to talk about right now. All of his army is damaged. Dim is
Wow,
going to kill
he
him.
does shade right on top of the bio, locks them in there as the blink forward spreads out, and his own
And the army
gets
is evaporating right now for
That's
Rote.
insane. Wow,
GG.
did just go away.
My goodness, that was a... Just, yeah, the no medevacs there. You know, it looked like he took a good engagement at first, but then without any healing, he just couldn't take the second one.
Yeah, the sustained
one's what did him
DPS
in.
overall was a bit too much.
Yeah,
I definitely liked
couple
his
Colossus.
engagement before that, where he was picking apart some of the Colossus. But yeah,
he was
again,
on
he
the
had
top
no
of the ramp.
sustain in his army. Nothing to keep his army alive, and he could take cost-effective engagements anymore with the lack of medevacs. That was detrimental.
Most certainly. I do concur.
Yepers.
Anyways, let's talk about some stuff.
Okay, well, thanks for permission, Element.
We're permitted. It's only for a day, though. You gotta reapply.
Reapply
for your
for the future. Totalitarian society, I suppose, run by Element.
You got stuff written down there to talk about, Bub?
No, I don't actually. I don't have any talking points. I already talked
Oh,
about.
never mind. No need to talk.
Alarak. Where are we going in?
Yeah.
Good. We are. I'll join in on you. And we are heading into the next game, the next series, right now, guys, in Go4SC2 number 608. This event is for points and for standing in the Go4SC2 rankings. Brought to you by ESL and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. And we are heading into Sake versus Wooded Microbe. Oh, yeah. On Frost, it is a best of 3, a PVT. Definitely love this matchup. Loving it. Saw a lot of TVZs yesterday. Pretty much all we saw, except we saw... Did we see one ZVZ? I don't remember anymore. I think it was. In our Amateur Hour event, number 1. Either way, pretty exciting to see how this one turns out as we are in the round of 8, starting to narrow things down in this event. We casted the monthly finals for Go4SC2 on Tuesday, which Snoot defeated Bly in the finals. Talked about that earlier on. Very exciting event. We followed Bly all the way through his heroic run. I mean, until he met Snoot, it was just too much for him. But he put one heck of a performance against top players in that event. And but yeah, it's kind of Snoot though is on fire. He's kind of that next. I mean, we always say hashtag Bly on fire, but Snoot has been on a roll. He won the Gauntlet Season 1 finals, which we did a few weeks ago. He won the Gauntlet Season 1 finals. And that was a $1,000 prize pool. It was actually higher than that because of donations and Maturino, of course, is a massive prize pool. And he won that. Then he wins Copa America this past weekend, and then he wins Go4SC2 monthly finals. Snoot is rolling in the dough right now, Element.
Rolling in the cheddar.
Rolling in that cheddar.
Speaking of cheddar, Bob's a cheesy player.
I'm not. I'm the least cheesy player you've ever met.
Ling rushes with Banes every day.
In ZVZ. That's not called the Ling Rush when it's ZVZ. It's just called normal.
Double gas Ling rush. You tell me if that's cheese or not.
It's normal and a double gas. What?
Baneling Buster.
Do I get double? I don't get double gas. Do I? I don't remember. I don't. No, I don't.
They call him the cheese toss because he only builds DTs. He is Fear Dragon's brother. He is Bob. All right, game number 1 here, Bob. Let's jump into this.
Okay.
Hopefully you were invited to the lobby.
I'm here.
In the top right, Bob, we have playing Protoss, Sake. And in the left, with variable timing in between the pauses, we have Wooded Microbe. Time to macro now. Double the Marine. There's a little picture of Marine King.
Yeah.
Feels good, man.
I miss those days. Remember in was it 2012? Or was it 2013? I don't remember now. Might have been.
We're gonna talk about
Doesn't matter.
MLGs, or are we gonna talk about GSLs?
I'm gonna talk about MLGs. In fact,
I remember using the GOM player. I'm just gonna supersede what you said. Using the GOM player, getting up late. Actually, I don't even think I slept. But it seemed like GSL was on earlier too. I think it's on like 3 or 4 a.m. now. Back in the day, it seemed like it was on like 1 a.m.
Nope, never. I mean, unless it was
No?
the finals. No. It was always 3 a.m. Because I would stay up all the time to watch them.
All right,
Unless,
maybe it's just the fact
unless we
that
did time zone change, then it becomes 4:30. So it's 3:30 or 4:30 at night.
okay, I'll believe you. I'll choose to believe you.
Because we have obviously our daylight savings time and all that garbage that happens here. So,
Good stuff's what it is.
but anyway, yeah. So back in the day, the big rivalry, Dong Regu and Marine King, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the thing, especially in the MLGs. They go back and forth. They were like pretty much the two best players in the world. Pretty much. I mean, they had consistent performances in Korea, but yeah, they won championships outside of Korea, particularly MLGs, a bunch in a row, and then they face each other. I know I covered it in one of the S2 History Minutes, the one with Dong Regu, the one that featured him, and it covered a bit of it. It was in that span that Dong Regu had won the GSL. Oh, there were MLGs happening just weeks before and weeks after, and he'd faced Marine King a bunch of times, including in that GSL, and it was just such an epic rivalry. They faced each other at such a high level, and they were so back and forth in their series. You never knew who was going to win it, and but I think overall Dong Regu won where it mattered by taking that GSL. Eventually.
All right.
I mean, because Marine King never won a GSL, so there's that, right?
That was a nice minute of history, particularly in the StarCraft scene.
Some may call that a SE2 history minute.
Some may like a little bit of a visual to follow that up, but you know, if it doesn't happen,
Oh,
it
what?
doesn't happen, I guess. Some may like a visual showing
Oh,
of the events.
like a
perhaps?
video.
Yeah. So somebody should make a series like that. Perhaps update it regularly. Not give the hopes and then quit.
It didn't quit. It's just I have a bunch being made. It'll be great because then they'll be on every week and you won't even think about it anymore.
Bob's the
I want to get to that point.
working in such a parallel level that everything goes up by like 1% every week. And then at the end, he'll have like 500 videos for us.
kind of how
One day.
sometimes it happens like that. That's why workflows are important, and more important than that is following the workflows that you create when you're creating projects.
Here's the good old-fashioned
Wing it.
enough time in the day if you do everything one thing at a time.
Yeah, one thing at a time. That's not my style.
Nope.
It's also my problem. It's my Achilles heel.
Yep. Rather have no things at the end than one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Either way,
By
we
the
got
time you
this.
get out of it, SC3 will be out. Little Bo will be relevant again.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways, enough jives of Bob. Let's talk about this game a little bit. Got a production tab up. I feel like Sokka's going to do a very similar build to what he did last time. Perhaps grab the third that's a little bit south, since it's a little bit more protected. It's no benefit to grabbing the top one like the gold in the last game. Plus drops are heck to deal with at that point. We'll see though. He's got the robo out. Doesn't have a forge, I don't believe. So maybe stalkers and blink will be the ideal scenario here. In fact, he's making quite a few stalkers, so I'm going to call it right now, Bob. Blink it is.
Call it like you see it, Element. I completely don't agree. So we have.
What do you think it's going to be, Bob?
No, I was just jabbing at you, Element. I completely agree with you.
Warp Prism coming out. Can you just drop a bunch of gates and do some fancy Warp Prism micro?
Who needs Blink when you have Warp Prism, Element?
Yeah, just Warp Prism. Well, Blink's on the way now, so apparently Sokka does.
Okay, well, there's that.
Going down to take that base, like I called it. The southern one. And Blink on this map is actually pretty good. Like I had also said, it's hard to deal with the drops just because of different levels and all that kind of junk. So Blink will help out with that.
We have third expansions going on the way for both players as Sake has his. Actually, almost the exact same timing it looks for both players, maybe with a slight lead on Micro B, but he's building his in base all safe-like. And we have a little bit of a force moving out for Microbe with 2 medevac support. Although it will indeed be spotted by this observer from Sake, well placed by him. There will be no surprises today, at least not as of yet. As long as
Sokka's out on the map. Is he going to return home? Yes, he is. The Warp Prism, though, is not. It is going to... Okay, maybe it will. It doesn't look like it was, but then it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Got the 2 pylons here. Could overcharge both. Over Russell's good, I've heard. There is a mine there. Blink not yet done. Oh my god, he's going to take a direct shot. No! Steps out of the way.
Yeah, good. I
that
love
time
that,
we
man.
saw-
He's paying attention so close. I love
Remember
it. Plus,
that
he
game
has
we
that
saw
river over there, too.
Huck versus Ruff, I think it was. Remember that one? Where Huck danced in the just outside of the zone.
Oh yeah.
My goodness. Oh, that's why I miss Huck though.
Yeah, but Huck also lost so many important series to Widow Mines though too. I'll never forget him like running away with his workers and then running back them all in one clump and them all getting hit by Widow Mine and then him just GGing out right away.
Yeah, it's gotta be small amounts of units. That's when the micros tops.
Yeah,
like back in the day when 4 gates were relevant.
True. Very true. Either way, third base secured for Sake as the third base is now going down to force Microbe.
A little bit of a adept harass going on in the back of the base. Feels good, man.
Yeah, man. Does feel good. Either way, what do we got for tech coming out of our Protoss player, Colossus?
I'll tell you what we have, Bob. We've got Colossus coming out. Colossus range on the way. Adept upgrades. Also, no forge yet, but perhaps
what are you talking
shortly.
About? Of course there is.
Never mind, Bob. There is a forge. Also,
That's
I just wanted to see if you were awake.
Paying attention, yeah. I am.
And you are. You've passed the test.
Okay.
You are one with the Leotes.
One with the Leotes.
Can't get anything by you.
Okay, we got Resonant Glaze.
Lots of gates. Oh man, did you see that, Bob? This poor probe had to cancel 2 gateways from being stuck.
I've got a side note element. Okay, click on the Twilight Council. All right, the logo for researching Resonating Glaze, does it look different to you compared to the actual logo for Resonating Glaze?
It is different. It doesn't just look different.
So it's not just me. Why does it look like that?
You can open up production tab and see the regular one.
Yeah.
And then see that one in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so it wasn't just like a graphical error on my computer. Either way, we got a double drop here in the main base of Sake, but he's going to be pretty well prepared. He's just losing the Zell for trouble. Oh, no, maybe not, because this is the Colossus is completely exposed. Mothership Core goes down as does the Colossus, as the forces of Sake
doing his best impersonation
not
of Chad.
Paying attention.
MF Jones.
Yeah.
Colossus donating.
Colossus donating. That is exactly what he did. That is unfortunate. What was he? He must have been. I guess he was dealing with the.
Yeah, he's got an attack at the lower side.
Exactly,
too.
at the south side of the map.
And he's also in the base doing some economic damage.
Oh, but is
10 workers gone down total.
That's a tough call, Element. I mean, he lost a beautiful Colossus with 4 legs and.
Yeah, but he's up 61 to 46 workers now, so not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. He's almost at the point where, I guess he is pretty much at the point where he doesn't need to build any more probes. It's 3 base saturation. I would expect him to take a 4th base fairly shortly, as his main base is mining out, if he feels indeed safe enough. But we have Mudded Microbe putting on the aggression, as Terrans like to do, constantly adding pressure to the Protoss side of the map, forcing more warp-ins of gate units. So the Protoss really doesn't want to get too many up. They want to get the high-tech units. So get Storm with Templars, more Colossus, more
4th base is placed by Sake. Little poke out here by Wooded Microbe. What do you think, Bob? What do you think?
Or do you think? To what, Element? In accordance to what?
In all the things.
Well, what I think.
What are your thoughts?
Well,
give me them. Tell me them.
You're terrible.
Say the things.
I'm not sure if Element
Speak words, Bob.
He had too many energy drinks today or something. Wow. Either way, we've got a quadruple drop coming out of Wooded Micro, moving towards the north side of the map. Now, has it been spotted by Sake?
It most certainly has. There? He lost a pylon to it. Attack coming in through the bottom side at the same time, but the drop getting him deflected back. No, the Colossus goes the wrong way. And now he's going to donate his life.
Another Colossus goes down. Another donation to the Terran cause. The Caprulu donations here. And we got, finally, these litters going to be cleaned up too. But at what cost? A whole main base under assault. An upgrade about to be canceled because it's shot down just before finish 2. Another unfortunate engagement for Sake, as he is doing, now he's below
the drop, supply. Put in the work too at the same time.
Yeah, in the 3rd base.
Oh, and he has no stalkers up there. He can't jump down to the low ground.
He is being pulled apart. Wooded Microbe absolutely wasting away the multitasking of Sake by dropping here, dropping there, attacking the salt. Also in this map, it's such a big map. Doing these multiple attacks is,
is this Microbe guy, Bob?
I don't know,
I've never heard him
before.
He
must be Polt. He's Polt.
He is Polt.
Well, I mean, the only difference is he's not sniping. He wouldn't care about workers. Polt just goes for the Nexus and leaves.
Well, sometimes you gotta get through the workers to get to the Nexus.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Polt would snipe more Nexus. But either way, he did take out the 4th base.
These, oh my god, Bob. All 3 of these Marauders in his medevac down here, which by the way is the most precarious medevac ever, have 9, 9, and 7 kills. They're murderers.
They are champions.
They've killed nearly 30 units in that little pack.
Yeah, look at this. And there's another force here moving up for Wooded Microbe. Gonna try to snipe another Colossus. Colossus does go down, and the gateway units have nothing left
God,
more for
Colossus are
support.
garbage. David Kim, please.
Deacon, please. Make it happen, Element. Make it happen. As the stim buyout wrecks its way through, Sokka's army, Wooded Microbe takes game number 1 of this best of 3 in the Go4SC2 number 608, brought to you by ESL and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Austin, with me is Element, and we will be heading to game number 2 very shortly, as Wooded Microbe just dropped like a boss, and Sokka could not deal with it whatsoever. He was in a spectacular position, and we thought, okay, I sometimes exaggerate. He was in a good position, was Sokka, and I thought he was in definitely a good position to secure his 4th base, and he would have been, except he was not at all prepared for multi-pronged drops. I mean, that's what Terrans do, you know. It's what Terrans do best, is multi-pronged attacks. Like you attack to the north, or drop to the north, attack to the south with another force, and then you force the Protoss to react. It's like, okay, now do I split my forces, and what ratio? How many Colossus do I send here? How many Stalkers do I send there? And it's not only about the decision making, it's about the timing too. For example, Sokka had some forces in his main base with the Colossus. The Colossus had just been built from his robotics facility, but he was busy trying to defend his 3rd base from the push at the south, that he did not consolidate his forces that he had in his main base with the Colossus to have them together to fight the drop that happened in the main base. Instead, Colossus got donated minigun style, and then the gateway units in the main base had nothing left to support them for splash damage, and they were largely useless. So they could have at least defended the Colossus, shut down the drop. And it wasn't even about that. It was about their reaction to the that and his lack of reaction or proper composition, in the 3rd base. And that only spiraled out of control when more units were spreading across towards Sokka's side of the map that applied pressure to the now exposed 4th base, because Sokka had units in the main at the 3rd, but nothing at the 4th, and they had to make their way through the natural to get to the 4th yet too, as Wooded Microbe was exploiting the cliff area, which is significant on that map, with his drops. Beautiful play from Wooded Microbe, high level, to say the least. Yes, as Helzia says, that is why I veto Frost. I can't deal with how far apart the bases are. Yeah, they are very far apart, and we saw
Jump on me, Bob.
Yeah, I already did. And definitely a tough spot to be in for a Protoss player. Okay, so we're going to be going on to game number 2 in this best of 3 for Go4SC2 number 608, as we do on Thursdays, just for the funs of it, Element. Just for the funs of it.
Just for the funs of it.
Okay, you're alive. I was just wondering if you exist anymore.
Oh no, the other guy didn't make it in.
Who's the other guy?
There was another fellow. A 4th fellow. That's no good. I feel really bad now. I'm gonna go cry about it.
Oh, well.
I do feel bad though. I'm not lying when I say that.
That's too bad. Well, it's happened to us before too, where the games just end up starting before us getting into it. On Go4 events.
I don't change the niceness of my character. Depending on the dealings that I've been dealt.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We know how it feels.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna jump into this game number. Oh, it's game number 2. I think I clicked the wrong one.
Probably.
Yeah, I did.
Expect it from you.
Well, I expect nothing from you, so.
In
the top left corner, being announced by the guy who just took Bob to task. It is Sake. And what's going on here? Is this going to be some form of proxy racks coming from the Microbe? Microbe in the top right, bottom left corner, bottom right corner. Oh my god.
I've done that many times. But what if he is Marine King? What if he is Marine King, Element?
Oh, could be.
What if Wooded Microbe is Marine King? Explain all its drops and his crazy hockey setup.
It's got the micro.
He does have the micro.
Microbe talent. Oh man, is he gonna put down? Oh, he's gonna put down a factory. Oh wow.
Ooh, engineering bay
Tanks,
block
Bob.
too.
Oh, Stalin.
You jerk.
He's from Russia with love.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. And look at this. Sokka's gonna go scout for it. Where's the line directing him? Not to the place he needs to be. Oh boy. Oh boy, Bob. There's the factory. There it is.
Okay.
You called it because you know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. We have the proxy factory.
A zealot comes out. You don't need a zealot? Oh.
Does to cancel this engineering bay.
I know, but it's such a terrible thing to have against a tank.
Tank? You think it's gonna be tank?
Yeah. Oh, it's certainly going to be a tank.
Okay.
Could be Widowmines, but I think it's going to be a tank.
I mean, generally it's Widowmines, but if it is Widowmines, you often see
But
a
look
proxy
at
Star
this,
Forge
Bob. He has
right
no
after, so we'll see.
intention of going for an expand. Sokka is going to take it to Wooded Microbe.
We'll see. Will he not dropping a starport? Is he?
But no, it's robotics and another gate. He's doing your build.
No, I mean, did I say starport? No, yeah, I didn't say Stargate. I said starport. Talking about the. Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
The starport goes down. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about Protoss. man.
I was talking about Protoss, and then you didn't mention the name, so I didn't know.
Oh well, starport is a Terran.
Come on, Bob. Pull yourself up.
Know your names, Element.
I thought you had the wrong name. I just assumed you were wrong,
Assumed
as you
I was
normally are.
That's funny, actually.
But, oh man, this is getting to be a crazy game. I don't know who's gonna... I don't know.
I don't know either, man. But find out. I know. I
switches
actually
them.
really like the
Oh,
both
Banshees.
players are proxying. This is just beautiful.
Speed... No, actually, speed doesn't come out this early in this one. I forgot because we did that map. What's he going for? Going for the cloak. It's gonna be cloaked Banshees. But there is a proxied Robo. So he can get out detection.
Right, so it's definitely
one
not
base.
tanks element. That's interesting. It's just factories.
Scouts it out. Hey, what the heck? Why is there no expansion here? What's going on, man?
Yeah, hey,
What
bro.
are you doing?
Like, I know I delayed it some, but you don't need to go all in me now.
And look, back at the home base, Bob. There's 1 Rax and 2 CCs. Oh my goodness. This warp prism is just going to absolutely demolish everything. All the things.
All right, so what
None of the things.
wins? Cloak Banshee or what this Protoss is doing?
Well, Cloak Banshees will kill stuff at the home base. As long as he can build a structure outside, which he already has them, because he's got the proxy,
Yeah.
he'll be fine. Because he'll have the observer.
Yeah, and with that War Prism, though, you're right, though. That changes everything. This is like what you would
yeah.
do. This is almost like your build.
I said this was your build.
Your build, not my build.
Yeah, but I'm clearly trolling.
Okay, well, I wasn't paying attention to that. I ignore your trolling.
Anyways, there it is. In the base.
Yeah.
Banshee
Wow.
comes in at home. He'll know. I don't know. He should just keep his probes
We've
in
actually
mind
seen
as
this
much as
build
he
before,
can.
and we do it when we play Archon mode. And this is pretty devastating, actually, for the Terran player. There's nothing he can do about this. He's dead. I mean,
Yeah.
the Banshee can never do enough damage to win this game.
And Cloak is now on at home. I would just say mine as much as you can back at home. Gonna lose the workers though. But Terran can't produce anything anymore. And as long as he has enough stalkers to face down whatever Banshees may come,
Yeah.
should be in a fine position.
And eventually the energy will run out on this Cloak Banshee. Huge.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to
So the
get
thing at
back
this
to
point
mining.
though is, at this point, if he kills all those ground units, not ground units, all those probes, he can simply float his building off the side of the map. Right? Which stops all the economy,
Yeah.
doesn't allow anything else to be built. And then go for the
He
draw.
needs to focus down this orbital command. He's gonna get going right now. Yeah, I can't run away here. I don't think there's enough airspace behind the base to retreat with the orbital command. I think Wooded Microbe has realized that, and that command center will go down. But he does another command center in the low ground. Starting to mine from
loses
that.
the Banshee!
Ooh. Oh, and loses the Banshee on the other side of the map, and the War Prism does send over the 2 Adepts and an Immortal into the natural
We
base.
still have 1 Banshee out, an observer on both sides of the map. So, really like the position. He's not going to play for the tie, it doesn't look like. Although he does have proxied buildings, so he can float that off the side of the map. But he's got to kill the workers first.
Well,
Where
you
are
actually
the workers?
float off the side of the map. There's no airspace on this map element. You can't
There's certainly enough airspace, Bob.
Yeah, you can't. No, there is not. You cannot outrange a stalker on this map.
You certainly can.
Like maybe on the one place to the north. I think on the side there is not. I almost guarantee you, not on this map.
Right beside where his racks are in that little gulf. It's
I don't know.
definitely
I'd have to
enough
look at
room.
it again. It just did not seem like it. Either way, he didn't think so either, and he GG'd out, and that's
Yeah.
that ties up the series 1-1 in what was a really unorthodox and Yeah, definitely a crazy game coming out of both players. Sake does tie it up versus Wooded Microbe in the Go4SC2 number 608, brought to you by ESL and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Austin, with me is Element, and we'll be heading to game number 3 very shortly. I feel that much more fortunate for the guy who didn't make it into the lobby. Because that was a cool game. Cool game indeed. What's chat talking about?
You?
Proxy BC, as Triple Helix says. No, unfortunately not. It would have been nice though. We always hope for proxy BCs. Wake up every morning hoping to see them.
One can hope. Oh, jump in on this one.
Okay. All right, that means we're heading to the third and final map of this series in this best of 3, as they are best of 3s all the way into and including the finals of this event. All right, Sake, he won the last event, or the last Thursday's Go4SC2. So he's just trying to accrue those points, and this is another one. He wants to get them rankings for the next monthly finals, I guess. Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, fourth guy's in now. No more feeling bad.
All right. Did you tell him how much he missed, what he missed, and how epic it was?
I sent him a replay. With the sad-faced music on it.
No.
So, feels a little bit bad. Anyways, jump into the game number 3 here, Bob. I'll let you take it away right after I announce both the players myself. In the top right corner, it is Sake, and in the bottom left, it is Wooded Microbe.
Oh, of course you would, you two. I just knew it was gonna happen. I'm like, no, there's no way he's doing this. Sure.
Good luck, have
fun.
Buns. Yeah.
Or have fun, sir.
Yeah.
Respect. That's what he gives to Sake. Sake's a veteran in RTS games, and in particular StarCraft 2.
Did he play Warcraft?
I think he was a Warcraft player. Yeah. Reasonably.
You saying
sure.
that just because he's?
I could be wrong, but I'm almost 10% sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good percentage.
To be honest, so I'm just saying.
I mean, I'd take that over no percent.
Every day.
Most days. Some days I probably wouldn't.
If
If I was in a particularly good position that day, I probably wouldn't.
No.
No.
Okay, so what do we have coming up both players? Nothing crazy, just some scouts heading across. We got the Nexus Throwdown, Gateway into the Nexus, as pretty standard so far in Legacy of the Void for the most... I think I give this one the most standard build award. What Sake is pulling out here. Protoss players. I actually wouldn't mind seeing a Nexus first, but I like it playing it super safe. Anyway, getting that Gateway just in case, as we saw in the previous game with that Engineering Bay block, is pretty... That's annoying. As a Protoss player, then you're forced to get the Zealot out. You don't have to, but then you have a probe picking at it forever, and that's just... Yeah, you don't want that. May as well get the Zealot.
I got the vision of both players up here as you see a little scout going out. Base down for Sake. Looks like it's about to start for Wooded Microbe as well, so pretty similar on both sides. A little bit of advantage there, I'd say, for Sake in the economic department. But tech-wise, maybe Microbe can get a few worker kills there at the same time. Who can say? Anyways, let's jump back into first person, as you like to call it, Bob.
Okay, I like that move. Now we have the 2 racks starting to pump out some... Well, the 1 rack starting to pump out some units. I expect the second 2 follow, as Wooded Microbe showcased in game number 1 extraordinary propensity for multi-pronged drops. His effectiveness in engaging the multiple sections of Sake's army was... it was calculated, and it was very well executed, nonetheless. And I think that Wooded Microbe has to make his build, tune his build to that strength, get to that part of the game without dying. Just a whole bunch of stalkers that Sake loves pushing into too. He'll like scout what you got, like, okay, I could kill this with stalkers, and then he just wins the game. We've seen him do this before, and now the question is he going to do that again? Twilight Council's on the way. I think he knows, like, okay, my blink stalkers, they seem to do a pretty good job. Or is he going to go for Resident Glaives first and opt for an adept oriented build? I think if he sticks with his strength, something that he's been known to use since the beginning of Wings of Liberty and on, stick with the tried and true, and that is your Blink Stalker play. And a thing is though, on this map, I think it's a really good choice. There's look at all this space you can blink up onto, hypothetically speaking, if this is what he chooses to do so. And I think it'd be a wise choice, and this is exactly what's going to happen. Blink on the way for Sake, as he's getting likely to get a Warp Prism fairly soon to follow that up, and maybe even just a 2-base aggression. He could get a 3rd base behind his push with Stalkers, but we'll see. Just to secure the 3rd base, it depends on what he sees on Wooded Microbe's side of the map, and he'll just respond accordingly, like the veteran he is.
Oh, feels bad for this little probe. Won't make it away. His life or ire, most likely.
Yeah,
could be a rogue, but I'd say it's a good chance it's for ire.
Ire's still around, right? Yeah, Ire they saved eventually, I think, after a failed invasion, and then they saved again. Storyline spoilers. By the way,
My God, Bob.
And I know you didn't play.
Still haven't read the book.
This
is what you say.
You didn't play the campaign, so yeah, of course.
Yeah, but you don't have the premium collector's guide on how to beat the campaign, so take some of that.
The Legacy of the Void one?
No, I don't think they made one. I couldn't find it.
Interesting. Yeah, no,
really
I remember
sad.
they had one for Wings of Liberty.
And Heart of the Swarm, my hardcovered book.
I kind of
really
imagine
sad,
they would have
actually.
one for Legacy of the Void.
Well, I couldn't find it, not even on Amazon. So.
Weird.
Maybe I searched too early though, because I got the last two before it came. Well, the second one before it came out, and this one wasn't there at that time. So maybe it is now. Who knows? Medevac shooting out. Blink will be done in time to push it back though, as long as it gets a good spot, which he should, because he's flying directly into Microbe's tower vision. Or I mean Sake's tower vision.
Yep.
And
good point.
Where are them stalkers? There they are, heading in that direction. All 7 of them.
Yeah, and Blink is just finished. Yeah, just finished indeed.
Cancels it.
No, that's what I thought. I clicked on the stalkers. Blink wasn't done. Clicked on the Twilight Council. Blink's done. I'm like, why does this make any sense?
So he has direct vision of that. Oh man.
Oh, hidden base.
Hidden base in the top, but he has vision of that drop. So we'll see when it's coming in. There it is right now. Where are the stalkers? Only 4.
Okay, he blinks underneath.
Like
Not enough to one-shot it, but at least he scares it away.
He had a lot more built lower beneath. I guess he doesn't want to reveal his stalker count either. If he is going for this, like a stalker attack or something of that sort. But he puts down his own. Oh, it's finished now. It looks like. His base. Not any workers there, but looks like he's going to more of a macro game, getting some immortals and the adept attack upgrade.
Now the key here is we have Wooded Microbe pushing around the map here with a pretty sizable sim capable bile forest, where there's just pure Blink stalkers on the map. Now I like this patrolling from Sake on his quarter of the map just to see of any potential pushouts, which is indeed what is happening here. And I think he just got
Medevac comes back in, Bob.
Brief glimpse.
Where are the blinkers? There they are.
Are they? Oh, they do know. They do. Yeah, of course, the observer is within vision.
Oh,
you gonna blink underneath? No. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, so
calling it like it isn't, Bob.
So close, though. It's like
calling it like it isn't.
There was hesitation there, boy.
It wasn't hesitation. He was waiting for the blink to cool back down.
Oh, he had blinked already? I didn't actually.
Yeah, he blinked up in the first place.
Okay.
Remember the rocks are down there?
That explains that.
I mean, up. The rocks are up.
Again,
Have you seen
look at the
Browder yet,
map
Bob?
too. You get an idea of just how Sake is patrolling this part of the map. I love it. Just peeking in up on the cliff here, looking at which avenue.
Oh, he's gonna.
The Terran players.
Oh, I thought he was
in.
gonna cut off some reinforcements there.
Like you don't want to
quite a
attack
bit
it
of
on.
bio out though. Don't want to get too creative against bio.
Yeah. Well, I like this. It's helping him secure his 3rd base as he did with his, preventing that drop from doing any.
Sure, he
damage.
secured his 3rd, Bob. But little does he know, Wooden Microbe's on 4 bases.
Yeah, the 4th base just finished up, which is actually at his 3rd base location. But of course, he has that ninja base which is a planetary fortress. So you're not cracking that anytime soon with your Blink Stalkers alone.
Yeah.
Unless you're maxed out on Blink Stalkers on it.
Yeah.
Unless there's that.
That could be. That's the thing.
Well, maybe he'll do it. We'll see. Either way, we have Immortals on the way for Sake as he has Resonating Glaives researched as well. This is very similar to what we've already seen from him. I expect Colossus to be produced out of the robotics facility. Once the robotics bay is complete, then Thermal Lance. And it's playing very standard, almost Heart of the Swarm-like, with some adaptations included, It's not a bad thing. It can be adapted to Legacy of the Void. And in fact, I think a lot of builds from Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Storm can apply, albeit slightly modified in Legacy of the Void. It's just they've yet to be discovered yet. But it's also something we've seen already to a certain extent with how certain players are utilizing the Colossus nowadays in PVT in particular, and European players more specifically. But we'll see anyway how this plays out. Wooded Microbe is just gearing up though, guys, too. So he's getting a pretty good economy.
Oh my god, huge adept push in the main, Bob.
Oh my gosh.
How many workers went down there? 15, 16, my goodness. Oh, and they're going to finish up in the second area. Where are the blinkers? Still staying at home, being defensive. I thought they might push up to the other base. Oh, and the adepts are going to come warp in by the... Oh, he didn't pull back, actually. Could have got a lot if he did.
Yeah.
But they're in the other base now. And actually, the production's being camped quite hard here in the main. Forcing the army all the way back. Oh, does he have any vision? Okay, I thought he might have vision of these SCVs going all the way to the hidden fourth base.
I love this attack from Sake. It exploited the fact that Microbe was trying to gain some sort of map control in the middle of the map. And I was just saying, too, before this attack actually...
Okay, this base is taking a lot of damage here. If the blinkers are out, they would be able to just probably pick it off, in fact.
Yeah. But either way, he's just falling back, playing it very safe as Sake got the damage he needed done. As I was just saying, that this is almost at the moment where Wooded Microbe would want to do his multi-prong drops. He's just gearing up, secured his fourth base, ready to rock. But it was exploited, this bad position of Wooded Microbe. He just warped in, massive warp in of adepts in the main base, in the natural base, killed a lot of workers. How many total went down there, Element?
Like 20? 28 have gone down.
Yeah.
Let's be real, Bob. He has all the base, but he has none of the worker.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost double the worker supply is Sake right now.
Perfect.
And with that economic lead, he's in a very good position.
Now, the only difference between this and what Heart of the Storm Legacy Void
all the blink, Bob. The blink
instead.
Oh no, didn't blink at all. That's not how you do it.
Maybe it's on cooldown, Element.
Perhaps. It's going to the main now, are these drops.
Yeah, this is actually...
And also has an attack in the back. I think that was a Liberator. This could be dangerous.
I mean, there's going to be a warp in here. What are they going to get? Some structures. There's not a lot of workers left in the main base.
Blink.
Either. At least they don't need to be there.
Yeah, just a little bit times you feel like a blink should happen and it doesn't, and you just feel a bit bad inside.
Yeah, I know. Like, why don't you hit the button?
Yeah, Colossus range finishing up right now.
Okay, excellent.
Remember, 4 CCs, so he is catching up in that worker supply pretty fast. In fact, Sake lost some and hasn't rebuilt, and Microbe, well, now he's rebuilding them. But Microbe's catching up quickly. He's only 15 down now.
Well, it doesn't really matter so much. This is the number that Sake likes to be at, 63 probes. He doesn't usually build more than that unless it's a mistake.
Well, I'm just saying that his opportunity from that, of course, the supply is still a huge, wide margin. So maybe that's where it is at this point.
Yeah, and the fourth base has been secured and now is up and running, maynarding some of the workers from the main base that is mining out for Sake, as is the usual timing for Protoss players. As we have the force from Wooded Microbe, which is largely exposed, only one medevac, which does die. And, oh, nice Widowmine shot, though. Takes off a chunk of the shields from most of these stalkers. That's not the biggest of deals, as they will recharge to that. But it's really this Wooded Microbe's force sharpening its way around the middle of the map. Again, trying to find...
Well, that drop is pretty nice.
There's no way. They stim. They need healing, man.
Yeah, they need healer here now. But he's in another game.
Yeah. They need some sort of...
Oh, might get the fourth, though. Interesting. Go to the army supply. He doesn't really have the army to be able to throw away at this point.
Yeah, to just take a fourth base, and he's going to lose.
It's 130 army supply versus 79, and a lot of it's out here, actually.
Yeah, and he just lost his army for, what, a 400 mineral base?
Yeah, I mean, now Sake is double the army supply. These drops are still being a bit of a nuisance in the back of Sake's base here.
Yeah.
So, I think, though, if he sends... Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to send half his army to attack, a little bit to defend back home. Just drop down like 3 cannons at each base and go for it.
Yeah, just so you don't have to worry about the constant threat of these drops. But and anyway, he's sending the majority of his Protoss force across towards Wooded Microbe's side of the map. And what does Wooded Microbe have here, Element? Just a handful of Liberators and a pocket full of Bio. I'm not entirely sure that's enough to threaten this Protoss army, but nonetheless, Sake is pulling back, consolidating his forces a little bit longer, maybe open
There we go. Picks off the drop back at home.
Does.
Gets all the units at the same time. Now he can put the full force of his army into play. And I don't know.
Yeah, he could bring it all to the
Microba's
front
got
line
a-
now if he chooses to do so.
Microba's got a tough battle ahead of him, that's for sure.
Yeah. To say the least. And I think that Saki just analyzed using these shades the size of Terran's army, and it is left wanting as it does evaporate before our eyes as the Protoss army storms through, defeating Wooded Microbe, and GG is called. Socket takes the game and the series 2-1 and moves on to the next round.
Next round, indeed.
Okay. Good series overall. I think Wooded Microbe put down a heck of a fight, but Socket was just a little bit too much. And we'll move on. I'm going to take a look at the old brackets and see what's going down. And oh, hit the old refresh. Where does it go? All right, guys, this is Go4SC2 number 608, brought to you by ESL and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. You can follow the Gauntlet series on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2. Get notified all things Gauntlet as well. Hit up that follow button just below the stream. Like when we go live, which is often. It's going to be even more so in the future. I mean, we've been on, this is the third day in a row, I guess. And then next week will be more of the same, if not even more. And who knows? We'll be on a bunch of times in the future too. So get notified when we go live, hit up that follow button. And on Twitter, follow the series there, and all news regarding the Gauntlet series or anything on this channel, you'll get updates there. Definitely worth your while. So that's at Gauntlet SC2. Cool beans.
Yeah, what do we got in this bracket here, Bob?
We got a Lilkinen defeated Risky, moves on to the semifinals. B-Lord defeated SPR, and that means Lilkinen versus B-Lord in the semifinals. Now the other semifinal is we'll have Sake, who defeated Wooded Microbe, to face Healer. So let's do it. Healer versus Sake. That means Healer defeated Hellraiser. Oh man, I really want to watch those games, man. I want to see Healer versus Hellraiser. Hellraiser played really well versus Shore F in the series that we watched earlier on today that we cast. I just want to see. I want to see what Healer's doing though. I want to see all his games because he's an interesting Terran player, guys. Those who know nothing about Healer, we know next to nothing either, except for a couple series that we've seen from him. And he in the series we watched, he liked to utilize this mobile mech of sorts, Mass Cyclone with Ravens, getting all the upgrades for them too, by the way, like upgrades you didn't know existed. And that's what he does, and it's highly effective. I mean, he made it to the finals of a Go4SC2 event we did, right? I believe it was a Go4SC2, yeah, and he lost to Keen in the finals, 2-1, and he could have beat Keen. He was that close. He probably himself, he's not infallible. He got excited and overextended and then lost. Otherwise, he was in the commandingly. I remember he was like 40 supply ahead of Keen at one point in like the final game that he lost. Ridiculous, but the guy shows that he definitely has the skills and the creativity needed to take it to the next level. I think he just needs some discipline. You know, again, this is one of those things. He's missing that one thing. Once he patches that hole, he is a contender, a legit contender. So I hope that's the next series we go into. Healer versus Sake. That would be a joy to behold. In chat, Reflector's back. It says, all I build is cannons. That's the best unit according to Element.
I too am the cannon builder.
Yeah. Mass cannons all day.
Did we get a replay of that last one? I don't know if we got one. I feel like we might have clipped one somewhere.
I don't know.
See if our production guy was on the job.
Huh.
Let's see. Did Bobby press the correct buttons? Bob's sitting right beside me here.
From afar. Yeah, right.
Looks like it was during the engagement that Bob got in there, but let's play it anyways. Jump to that right now. Ending of engagement of that last series.
Analyzed using these shades the size of Terran's army, and it is left wanting as it does evaporate before our eyes as the Protoss army storms through, defeating Wooded Microbe, and GG is called.
That was fast. I guess we caught just the tail end of it. Next time, Bob will be quicker.
Always
Sorry,
trying
guys.
to improve.
Yep. It's a good way to look at life.
I guess so.
Anyways,
right.
I let them know we would like the Sake versus Healer. So, that's that.
Cool, so we're going to wait for the invite on that one to see Saki versus Healer best of 3 in Go4SC2 number 608. Really excited to see how that one comes out. Sake's been showing some pretty powerful play, classic looking play, very safe indeed, which is his trademark. It's what he does. He's one of the most standard Protoss players, always has been, and that doesn't mean make him any less of a player. He's a champion. He's a very well established foreign Protoss player over the years. He did take a break from SC2, I think tried his hand at other games, and but yeah, the competitive spirit is still in him, and he's back lately in these Go4SC2 events, which is really, really, really awesome to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, guys, if you do enjoy what we do, casting these events and doing a variety of other StarCraft 2 events as well, consider hitting up that sub button or even donation button down below the stream. It supports the stream directly, and we thank you guys for your support and just for tuning in. Actually, it's all honor, guys, and keep chatting it up in chat. We like reading it and getting a good chuckle out of it too, and replying when we can. Yeah, definitely enjoy that interaction too. So thank you guys so much. And we are in the quarterfinals right now. And semifinals. We just finished the quarterfinals, and we're waiting for the invite to Healer and Sake.
Yeah, I don't even see Healer in the list right now. Saw him earlier. List of in-game people. Maybe he restarted the PC or something.
Like Sake's waiting for him too, I guess.
Yeah.
As long as we keep
not in game, that's for sure.
Yeah, as long as we keep an eye on Sake, we'll know when the Healer comes back. That is that.
Topher in chat.
Oh, hey, Topher is in chat. Nice to see. Topher, so I saw on Twitter the other day, it's like, you know, he'd like to participate in an amateur hour event, but he needs to put some ladder games together, I see.
What league is Topher in?
And I said, get her done. Get her done, boy. You can do it, man. Come on, Topher. I'd be awesome to cast Topher. I mean, right? You know, he's been such a supporter of the stream.
That would be awesome.
You know, positive guy. Honestly, just awesome to see a person like Topher. And I'd love to cast an event. I don't care if you lose all the games. That actually doesn't matter. It's just a joy to cast you an event. That would be amazing. And so definitely encourage you to put some ladder games together and hopefully participate in a future amateur hour. Definitely make it happen.
Yeah, that's I agree. So I just sent Sake a message saying we'll jump in.
We'll jump in when he's ready to rock.
Yeah.
Nathaniel's on Twitter. He's like, at level 2 for Alarak. Praise be to the StarCraft High Lord. Oh, that's great. Love Alarak, man. Best. Also, too, what I do enjoy. Let's talk a little bit about StarCraft in general, guys, as we're waiting for the invite to this next series, Sake versus Healer. Bjorn's actually making a lot of news with his win at the GSL, and rightly so. Some websites that I've never seen esports news posted on before have posted about it, like there's a tech website to follow, kitguru.com, I think it's called, I don't know. And but I get notifications on my Facebook from them, and they posted about Bjorn, but I mean they had some errors in the article, which I actually corrected in their chat. Let's hope they read it. Meh. And being the nerd I am. And so, because he's the first, Bjorn won the GSL, for those who don't know, just the past weekend, or a week ago, I guess now. And he did so without a team. And that's what's significant here. And there's many things that's significant, but that's just a piece of why it's significant, is that he won without a team. StarCraft has built an infrastructure, Korea has built an infrastructure around esports over the last decade and a half. And the infrastructure is like they have high-speed internet, they have PC bangs, I guess they're called. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but like these places where people gather, play games. They pay a little bit of money on these PCs with games, and that's how StarCraft gained popularity. And then it became this infrastructure grew into esports, government mandated, or mandated, I guess, supported rather, organization, and supported through their government, such as KESPA. And now we have teams which have players. They have coaches for the players. They have people who take care of everything for said players. So what players only need to do is they wake up, play StarCraft, go to sleep, or they eat in between there somewhere. And that food is made by other people. That's how the infrastructure is in these team houses. So these players are only doing StarCraft, and they're training with the best players in the world.
Oh, jump in on me, Bob.
All right, cool. And they're training with the best players in the world, and they only live and breathe StarCraft. They're getting the best coaches that are training them, teaching them how to improve their game and improve their play. Now, Bjorn has none of that. Bjorn like lives by himself. Presumably, I believe he does. Lives by himself. He doesn't even live anywhere near. Like, yes, it has like what, a 2-hour bus ride or train ride, I think it is, train ride to get to the GSL studio, and he's not on a team, so he does everything himself. He lives life like everybody else, right? But then he practices with he has some training partners, some Koreans, and some foreigners too. He trains with from time to time via online. But most of his training comes from ladder. And then this guy still comes and wins the most prestigious StarCraft 2 tournament in the world, in the GSL, against a guy, SOS, who was the world champion twice, the Blizzard world champion twice, 2013 and 2015. That's insane. The guy, SOS, $, guy who won like multiple $100,000 events already. He won 3, I think, so far. He won the IEM winner takes all, then 2 BlizzCons. So that's insane. And to beat this guy also on SOS is on Jin Air Green Wings, the best team in StarCraft 2. They just won Pro League. They are the #1 team in StarCraft 2. So you have literally, you think about it, the whole weight of Kespa, the whole weight of the professional infrastructure of StarCraft 2 in Korea versus this dude named Bjorn. And Bjorn still wins in convincing fashion, 4-1 stomp. It really was. And that's why it's so hyped, and that's why a lot of other people are picking up on that too. It kind of goes against the status quo of what we know of esports and how it should work. If that wasn't already clear from the awesome casting and from Tasteless and Artosis, hope it is now. It's the gravity of why it's important, and it's more important than all that too. You have to look at the history of Beyond, why it's important, and I might get into that a little bit later, because it's not just about the achievement he made; it's about the road he took to get there, and that's an amazing story. And I hope to tell it sometime in a video or something, but it's really, really cool. All right,
Bob, let's do this.
Do it. All right.
Game number 1, guys, loading in. In the bottom right corner, we have the Protoss player, the man, the myth, the legend, Sake.
Oh yeah.
In the top left corner, Bob, take it away.
We have
Healer.
I knew you were gonna do it too.
You knew nothing.
Oh man, Elman has those big boy troll pants on. Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do indeed. Anyway, it's got expansions coming out from both players. Sake knows Healer. He's got a particular lineage of strong play. Don't want to mess around with that. Don't want to play any quick win games against him, because he will shut you down.
Huh. Oh, we got in chat here. We have some people talking.
Lord, Bob, in chat.
Yeah, Science SC2, man. I think Science SC2. He's the one that posted the that picture. Oh no, I just hit backer on my chat. Oh, it disappeared on me. He said, which one cooks, Bobby Awesome or Element?
That's terrible.
Oh man. Well, we don't live together, thank goodness. But if we did though, I would probably. I consider myself a potentially good cook, except I never do it.
Yeah.
When I do though, it's actually pretty good. I gotta be.
On the other hand,
stir fries are amazing.
I do cook multiple cuisines.
You do you? Oh, like different kinds of frozen lasagna.
Both the white people cuisines.
Oh yeah.
And the Filipino cuisines.
Oh, that's true. You actually cooked.
I know.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah. Didn't your wife say that one time too about like?
Yeah, I learned them.
Yeah, you
went
made
ahead
a
and learned
really
them.
good something. I don't remember what it was, but you made it good. I forgot what it was. Oh.
I learned them and then I got upgraded to husband status. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Wow, now I'm actually really hungry. What have you done? Okay, guys, cast is over.
Gotta go eat.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah. Bob did it. Anyway, so not much going on here except for the Dank Shrine. My goodness. Coming in, Bob. Here you are saying nobody wants to do quick wins versus Healer. But Dark Shrine on the way, Robotic Facility as well. Queued up Warp Prism right away. Oh boy. What do we got on the other side? What do we got to take this down, Bob?
All right. Well, I'm hoping to see a Raven right away, and that would be pretty bad for the Dark Shrine play.
Well, that's Healer's main shtick, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But the question is,
oh,
will he get one out in time? No, he's going for a medevac element. Going for a medevac.
Yeah, but he still has a little bit of time.
What is he doing?
And
oh well.
So the medevac has to finish, then he ups Oh no, he has a unit queued on the factory. The Cyclone queued. Although the Cyclone's good at taking out the Warp Prism.
Yes.
That's one thing. Got a full wall in the front. So if anything, you might get the DTs in, but with a scan, you won't be able to pick them back up. Because the Cyclone should be able to take out the Warp Prism. What do you think, Bob? Here it's coming in.
I think that's his only hope to help defend against this, as long as he also didn't use too many...
Lots of Marines.
Oh, he is getting that missile turret up.
Oh no, he's leaving his main base.
Actually, isn't this what did him in too? You'd always move out at the wrong time.
Don't do it,
The
healer.
only times he ever lost was when this happened. Well, either way, he has nothing in his main base, guys, and there are 2 DTs and possibly even a warp in if Sake chooses to do so.
Wait a minute.
He has detection.
missile turrets.
Yeah, I told you that
Where
already.
did these come from?
That. He has missile turrets already, but he has no units to deal with the DTs.
Well, he's going all in too and fighting with his workers even. That's not the best idea, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, and he does have a lot of workers and still is retaining somewhat of a supply lead. Now the question, oh no, again, indecision. He goes back. He's going back, Element. He was almost at his opponent's base. He needs to get counter damage done. And look at what does Sake have at home, Element? Nothing. That army would Shrek Sake right now.
I mean, there's an Adept, Bob.
And 1 DT defensively.
And Adept.
But it doesn't matter. This army would have absolutely destroyed Sake.
Well, you know what this is gonna do though? It's gonna prompt healer to go full healer for the next couple games.
Yeah.
And make that darn Raven.
Make the dark. Well, it was. I mean, wasn't even.
I mean, but already we had the
Raven,
Cyclone out. Healer loves Cyclones. We know that much.
Yeah, he does. He masses them. And I like this. So he's hunting down the War Prism with the Liberator, but he sent his whole army to do it. Why is this whole army chasing it? He'll never catch up. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of a misplay here from Healer. I think he could have done so much potential damage. He doesn't know what position that Sake is in, because he can't just scan the base willy-nilly, because he needed to scan for back at home to deal with the DTs. Potentially. So now the army is starting to rise for Sake. Supply lead still in favor, just barely, for Healer, but the damage, this game could have been over already if he just kept going. He was at the almost at the natural base. He just was almost going up the ramp, and then he turns back home. It was so close. It's like one of those divergent points in human history, Element, like what could have been. And this is one of those moments. A new universe was created out of this, and
there's a Raven.
Crazy.
A little bit too late, Healer, but it's there now. And there was a Reflector in chat says, if I knew where Element lived, I would deliver food. Reflector, you're my best friend. You know where I live. Come on now. You're trolling in the chat. Reflector's putting his big boy troll pants on.
Yeah. Oh, that is pretty funny.
Knows.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there's a lot of stuff in chat. I'll address it.
Yeah, I gotta stop looking at that chat. That's when the awkward pause is happening. We're not that channel. Oh.
What?
What? We're not the type of channel that has awkward pauses.
Oh.
We keep talking.
We try not to.
In fact, if anything, we talk too much. Stop talking.
Dude, I don't like dead airspace. I'll just start singing songs if I have to.
Yeah, I remember that one time. Whoa! Cyclone lives. That one time where I had to... Well, you had to fill the time. And I don't know what it went on to, but... The things you filled time with. My goodness.
I do remember one time in particular, I talked for probably 20 minutes straight.
And I remember by the time I said we're good to go, or whatever, you were like, thank goodness. And you just fell back in your chair.
That is exactly what happened.
You don't even remember what you talked about either.
No, I don't. I just remember, all I remember was like, thank gosh. I remember sat back in my chair and then took a swig of whatever drink I had.
Yeah. It's like, oh. Casting isn't hard. Filling dead air is hard.
Yeah, that's what's hard.
He should heal this Cyclone, but perhaps he wants to just allow it to take some damage.
All right, what composition do we have coming out of Healer here? It's actually looking pretty standard with the introduction of just a couple Cyclones, not too many Liberators, just the one for the time being. More Medivacs to support his bio, so he's not going for the Healer-esque build, just keeping it very safe off at third base and trying to just power up with a bio-oriented
It's the Brazen Raven that I want to see do some work. What all the potential that guy has. They say when you kill a Raven, you kill every scenario it ever could have lived.
Really?
So,
like it ends universes is what you're saying.
Well, basically. You know, all the potential that unit ever had, gone.
Wow. That's actually kind of depressing if you think about it, Element.
It's also kind of liberating. Especially when Liberators are in tow.
It's true. through. Now, think about this. If he had
Here it is,
another
Raven. Oh, takes a shot.
Jay Liberator.
What does he do?
Actually,
Raven puts out a anti-missile turret.
The point defense drone. Yeah, the point defense drone is very good, especially against stalkers. And trying to initiate this engagement.
That's a lot of immortals, though.
Yeah, cancels the fourth phase. That's exactly what it wanted. Boom, he's gone.
Gets the cancel.
Yeah, well, he has a superior army supply, I think, right now, does he? Well, he definitely has a superior supply, ever so slightly.
That's a lot of immortals, though. Is Blink not done?
Oh, but we got some aggression happening from Sake. We have.
Oh my God, yes we do. Huge warp into the depths. Thank goodness Bob's looking. Next time, get the picture-in-picture up. Troll.
Yeah, massive warp in both in the natural and in the main base. And now, third and main.
And Warp Prism is still alive, by the way. Might get a couple DTs in there.
Yeah, getting some economic damage done on towards Healer's side of the map. Exactly what Sake needs to try to punish.
Healer picks off the Warp Prism.
Really, really good. And now all these adepts are done. Now, the question is...
35 workers, Bob.
That's the question.
Collect your stuff and go, Healer.
That's the
Collect your stuff. Bring the boys if need be.
Yeah, I'm going to check out the units tab here. We're at 36 SCVs to 64 probes. The army supply is so significantly ahead for Healer right now. As Element did say, this is all Healer needs to do. Just push and punch him in the face. That is your only chance right now. I mean, mules can definitely perform miracles. You're on 3 CCs, but there's no 4th on the way, and that would be
Mutilus?
Really different. What?
I don't know. I thought you said Mutilus can perform miracles.
No,
wow,
definitely didn't.
Sake opened the rocks up. Interesting play. Maybe to attack from both sides, cut off reinforcements. I'm not too sure.
I don't like Sake's composition. There's no storm here. There's what, 2 force fields of.
Where are these stalkers going right now? They can't be out of that far out.
And even then,
my God,
stalkers aren't even near here, and plus they're not even good against the composition that Healer has. But he has 1 Colossus. The splash damage is negligible. I think Healer.
Oh, I don't know, Bob.
I think Healer's just going to run right over Sake here, Element, as the supply for Sake is
123 army supply versus 60 some.
Yeah, and he collapses right on the main force of this Protoss army. The last bit of splash damage for Sake does go down.
Oh, he gets the
pylon too. And these stalkers, even if they're in the battle, would
4 times the supply.
That's it. GG's call. Healer takes game number 1 in this best of 3 versus Sake in the Go4SC2 number 608. Brought to you by ESL and Go4SC2. I'm Bob Dawson, with me is Element, and we will be heading to game number 2 very shortly. Healer putting on a clinic there for that engagement. I mean, it's just composition-wise. It wasn't even about how he did it. It's just what he had. And it was, I don't know exactly. I guess canceling the 4th base was a really good play from Healer. He has a really perfect engagement. We've seen him before, too. He likes to create these little beachheads he likes to do, too, if it comes down to it. He didn't need to do it against Sake. We didn't see it, but to contest the 4th base. But if it came to it, he would have. Dropped down that missile turret and create a line. It's something that he's done in the past. His APM is also crazy, 375. Share the APM, Healer. Either way, we're going to be going to the next game of the series very short. I'm going to take a look at chat as I am a little bit behind. Why did it reset some of my chat? That's unfortunate. Reflector says, Bob's cooking skills are not stellar. My cooking skills are great, except I don't do it ever. I almost never cook, and when I do, though, it's all about casseroles and stir fries for me, though. That's where I excel. And Pulverdal says, it's important to note, as Björn has many times, Björn trains with other players. He does, just doesn't live with them. Björn made a big point to thank the players, especially the Chinese players. Yeah, well, there's a difference between training with players like foreigners, which are Chinese players are foreigners too, and then training with the top players in the world on your same team. And that's the advantage that obviously SOS had enjoyed. But yeah, Jin Air won Pro League. Well, SOS won. Didn't he win the final match of Pro League 2? But he did participate at least. And
what? Why are you laughing?
Oh, just reading chat.
Oh,
SOS has lots of championships. No worries. He does have. SOS has multiple championships. No GSL championships though, and that was the big deal too. He hasn't. And that's kind of like what everybody says. It's the meme, right? He only wins tournaments when there's $100,000 for first place prize. Well, GSL didn't have $100,000 for first place prize. So there's no way he was winning that tournament. Well, guess what? The meme lives on because it's true.
Is it actually true?
It is true because it just proved itself, Element. The premise was there. That's how science works, okay? You create a premise and then you go out and technically you try to disprove it. You don't try to prove it. There's a difference there. Technically, that good science is you're supposed to disprove your theory. Prove it.
All right.
So, in other words, I just made no sense what I just said. Okay.
Take back what you said then. You jerk.
I refuse.
Hasn't he won, I don't remember. There was some cup that he won.
Who?
GSL, at some point.
What, SOS?
Yeah, I don't think it was a full GSL. Can't remember.
Oh.
I think it was some
I don't
weirdly titled thing.
I mean, yeah, I know he's won a tournament, not 100,000. I know he won one other. I just don't remember what it was. Pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. But it doesn't change the fact element that it's not a fact. It's just a meme, okay?
Oh, it's just a regular, random GSL somewhat tournament. Hot 6 Cup, that's what it's called.
Hot 6 Cup, yeah.
Beat Marine King. Anyways, let's jump into this game number 2 here, Bob.
Okay.
Jumping in right now. Game number 2. I'll let you take it away.
Okay, to the southwest side of the map, we have the heel Protoss player. It is Sake.
Sorry, you're muted. Can you repeat that? I'm just kidding.
And to the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Terran player taking game number 1. It is Healer. Element, double gas. This means
Double gas.
there it is. It's coming.
Racks on the base bomb, Venom.
It's coming, Element. This is gonna be real.
I hope it's real. This is the map we saw it on when it was real, wasn't
And
it?
he takes the double gas really fast. This is what he
Double
does.
gas, starts using mineral only on Hellions, gets the Ravens, and then goes Raven, Hellion, Cyclone.
Yeah, lots of
And it's,
cyclones and all the upgrades. Or all
The
things.
backbreaker too. All the upgrades, yeah. Like, not attack upgrades though. Remember, that's where he fell behind and eventually lost that game. But he gets the all the unit upgrades. Blue Flame, Raven upgrades, gets a Cyclone upgrade, and just kicks you in the face. Bob used to kick people in the face. Side note. You reading chat over there?
I was. How do you know these things? What do you do? It's like the second I look at chat, you just know. It's like a psychic connection or something like that.
Well, because you
Man,
weren't talking.
You just start a show that, you know,
Is Bob reading chat?
clairvoyant element, and people call in. You could tell them what they're doing. I mean, I don't know. It's not very entertaining, I guess. Didn't say it would be successful.
Bob sounds like the coolest man in the world, meme.
I don't usually cook, but when I do, it's great. Yeah.
But when I do, it's burnt in
Sorry
chocolate.
if the facts sound like
Healer going to the
Other
north,
than-
maybe just scouting out. I think he saw where that SCV or Pro went, but I guess could be throwing him off. So,
okay, guys.
not bad.
Now we're about to see, highly likely it seems, the percentage is ridiculously high in this case, what we've been talking about Healer does. This is
Yeah, I think he gets the Cyclone first, right?
yeah.
tank
What
first.
tank? Oh, maybe to be super safe.
Oh, wait, hold on. We were wrong about that. I think it's tank, then he picks up. Right? It was always tank first, wasn't it?
Honestly, I don't remember. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been a while. I just hope it happens. That's what I hope. Because the way I look at it here, we have the reactor right by that factory. It looks like it's in the perfect position to jump up and start making Hellions there. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah. Likely he just wants to apply maybe a little bit of pressure on towards the Protoss side of the map, and then he powers up into his Mass Cyclone / Raven build. Come on, just do it, my friend. He has a Cyclone on the way. He is supply blocked though, a little bit unfortunate. You have a helps hard. He was pretty hard supply blocked, at least for 5 seconds, 6 seconds or so. A little bit unfortunate
Yeah.
there, but now he's gonna stand 2 base for a little bit longer. 3rd base being taken about 1/3 of the way done for Sake at this moment. Now trying to scout in with 1 SCV is Healer to see what composition he is to be facing, and I can see a whole lot. Just 3 Stalkers and an Adept as the 3rd base is on the way for Sake and upgrades. Blink. This is exact build what we've already seen. from Sake
Salvages
today.
the bunker, does get the observer. Cyclone comes out. Did he cancel? Oh, tanks in the air. There it is. Picks up his factory, makes more tanks.
Yeah,
Maybe
and we
change
got
his
Liberator.
game style, I
I mean, it
guess.
has been like a month since we've seen him.
Yeah, changed his play perhaps.
He might have.
Although his play was pretty good.
The opening is
Took
similar,
out-
but he didn't take these.
Who did he take out? Took out Keen, right?
Well, no, he almost took O'Keen. He lost to Keen
Oh
2-1
yeah,
in
right.
the finals.
He
But
won the
took out
first
a lot
one,
of good
lost
people,
the
though.
second two.
Did.
He took out some other good players though.
Yeah. Well, now he's taking 3rd base, and my main problem with this it not being exactly like his previous build was the fact that he was so late in taking the gases out of his natural. He just now
And
took
so much bio. The thing before was he had so many ravens, he just surrounded you with awesomeness, which are also known as
auto turrets.
auto turrets. And then bonked you in the face of Hellions at the same time.
Yeah.
In fact, with his blink, he's gonna lose everything here.
Yeah, I don't know. And plus, he's engaging outside of the freedom zone. Immediately takes down the Liberator, and there's not a whole lot of Heron left. Actually, all that being said, the Stim Bio's still so good, and the tank is still alive, Element. And all those Stalkers just evaporated. There's like 3
Is
left.
this Stim Bio? It's not Stim Bio. This is regular Bio here.
Oh, well, I'm used to saying Stim Bio.
Regular Bio is good.
Regardless of if it's stimmed or not, it's just Bio, yeah.
Regardless of the... Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Well, he did the push really to secure his own
Implementation of the bio.
third base, but now he's susceptible to a counterattack here, as these Stalkers are up to
Blink
no
all
good.
in. Blink all in. All the blinks.
Yeah, this third base for Sake, I don't think
Stalker's
matters at
cometh.
this point. I don't know how he's going to
Oh, and he's got one Zealot in that warp prison to drop by the tank. Oh, that's fantastic stuff, Bob.
drop it.
Oh, there it is.
He didn't even need to do it. What are you
Pick it
talking
up. Pick it up. Picks it up. Oh, my. This is like...
Well, that's
when
pretty
me
much
and
the
you
end
play
of
on
the
the
game
ladder.
right now, guys, as there's no army units left available for Healer. Healer just needs to stick to with what he knows. His opening was very similar, but then he did start to deviate. One Lone Raven does pop out, but what end? An Auto Turret does fall. But you need about 12 more of those, my friend, if you are to take out this powerhouse in Sake. And Sake ties up the series 1-1 in the Go4SC2 number 608, brought to you by ESL and Gauntlet SC2. You can follow the Gauntlet series on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2. Get notified all things regarding this channel whenever we go live with whatever it may be, whether we're doing like a sock puppet challenge or tic-tac-toe round robins. You know, these sort of things are all here. Not yet, but I'm planning on working on those. Guaranteed. Yeah, I'm Bobby. Awesome, with me is Element. Enjoyed to be here with you guys today, just chilling, watching StarCraft, and yeah, we'll be going to game number 3 very shortly.
There we are. It's already ready. Jumping on me, Bowen.
Well, here we go.
That was fast.
Okay, it was indeed fast.
Fast as lightning.
I mean, Healer's
Cheap as duck.
Look at Healer's portrait.
Not here. What?
Healer's portrait. Look at it. Look at his portrait.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's a Cyclone.
Yeah, I know.
Use it, Healer.
Yeah.
His Sake is the Dark Templar.
I mean, as much as we say he doesn't have a lot of cyclones, but really, it's what allows the cyclones to be so good is his. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true, because the way he used them, he used them as 2 separate armies, a mass Raven and then mass Cyclone, and they did different things in different parts of the map. I don't know. It's a beautiful thing to see, almost like what you should be seeing in a lower level league, you know, mass Void Rays or something. I expect to be seeing as well, but it works, and it works at a high level, and I just want to see him do it again. And maybe he did a bunch of ladder or other events. I did see he participated in another Go4SC2 like a couple weeks ago and stuff, and he lost a bunch of matches online, and so maybe it doesn't work all the time, Element.
Yeah.
I can't
Jumping
imagine.
to game number 3 here, Bob. Here we go.
Okay.
And we are now in the top bottom left corner because he's proxying. What is he proxying? It's Arax, of course, with a gas. It is Healer. Take it away, Bobin.
All right, to the southwest side of the map, we have the teal Protoss player, the legendary Protoss himself. It is Sake.
Good stuff. Now, here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to be another building by this Rax? Perhaps he's going to run some Widow Mines in? What do you think? Oh, no. Okay, he's going to scout the long way. Well, I guess it's a short way, but I always go down.
You like
make
to be
them go
thorough?
downwards. Yeah.
Mm.
Will he put a factory by this? No, just Reapers.
Reaper. Well, it's not
Okay.
no big commitments. Just proxy Reaper off 1 Rax, just to get
Yeah,
them there a
make
little bit
an
faster.
overcommittal, perhaps. Although, more Racks back at home. I guess maybe just to throw off a scout. Even though it shouldn't, because it's so late.
Yeah, it's really hard to say, and I think Sake is an experienced enough opponent to know that this is not normal. There must be something out on
Yeah.
the map.
Interesting, that's for sure.
We'll see.
Oh, no.
We'll see if this pays off. I'm not entirely sure it will, actually, because just considering the safe play we've seen, we got a Zealot being chrono boosted out for Sake as he knows something's up, and it's unlikely for him to cancel. I bet he's as soon as he sees this Reaper, he's gonna let it finish. Just so,
Yeah, things are
because
up.
he has no mothership core on the way yet because the cybernetics core is not even finished. So
1 kill.
we'll need it out.
If he gets another 1 or 2, I'd say it's paid for itself.
Yeah. Hey, oh, so close.
Oh, that bomb. There's 2.
There's 2 indeed. Yeah, that in and of itself is a pretty big win, I suppose.
I'd say focusing on this Zealot's probably not worth it, but he'll go for it.
May as
Oh, that
well.
mothership core's coming close to coming out.
If he can get the Zealot, though, that's pretty big. Oh, it's
Oh.
getting low in health, man.
I'd rather
Nice!
kill
Oh, no, wasn't over Russell. Ah,
Yeah. Feels a
just
little
gets the one
unfortunate.
last punch in the face. A little bit unfortunate.
Most of his health is in the health, not the shield, so at least that guy's lower in health for the rest of his life.
Yep.
It's always good. And you know, in the grand scheme of things, he proxied that Rax, but he's bringing it back home now. Has his CC constructing. I don't know.
I'm not really liking Healer's position right now. The opening did. Well, I mean, what was it supposed to do? And if you think about best case scenario, what was it supposed to do?
Best case scenario, Healer's done this many times, and he knows how to play out of it. Whereas now Sake's like, oh, my whole game plan's been shifted.
Does that sound like Sake though? Does that sound like him? I don't know.
Do you know what Sake sounds like?
Well, yeah, of course you do.
I don't have his voice down.
Well, I mean, I know what he sounds like. I've heard him before, but besides that, I know what he's thinking. You could see him speak through his games element. That's words enough. And
I will deflect all your things.
like when people talk
and
about
then
casters spouting garbage, that's it right there. But anyway,
yeah, exactly.
but it sounds smart, right? No, but in a way, it's like it has there's an air of truth to it. That's what gives it weight, I suppose. You've seen Sock play. There's a pattern to how he does it.
Bob, stop talking. What upgrade do we have on the way?
Something crazy? Yes! Magfield Accelerator on the way.
Thank goodness. It's about time.
That means
We might not have Sten anymore, but the true healer has returned.
Yeah. Oh man, where's Senin? Oh,
I don't know. I feel bad about what I just said, yeah, because I missed Sten.
I miss Senin too. What a hero.
Someday. Anyways, on the other side, we have quick Robo Bay. So that'll be cool. But do lib drops, not lib drops, liberator drops, dear lord, broken game. Disruptor drops work well against damn it, I always forget these guys' names. Cyclones, that's what they are.
I would
Do they,
say
Bob?
no, Element.
Especially not when they're upgraded, hey?
Nope. Not at all. We
So-
have the Magfield Accelerator being researched, as we said already. It does. Increases the Cyclone's lock-on damage. Deals 400 damage plus 400 versus armored over 14 seconds to ground targets, and 400 damage plus 400 versus armored over 14 seconds to flying targets. So it's a pretty sick upgrade, Element.
I'd say so.
And it's complete. So now these Cyclones are that much more powerful.
And it's going for the attack, Bob, with 3 of them, it looks like.
Yeah.
3 of them and some big ball of Marines. And what's at home? Right? There's a couple Stalkers. Those things don't do well against Cyclones.
No, they're terrible.
At this number, of course. A couple Pylons, a
Oh,
couple
and look at all these
overcharges.
gateways going down. It's too late. There's a disruptor back in the main base of Sake, but it's not where it needs to be. Not yet.
He'll need a nice disruptor shot, I'd say. And if he gets taken off guard and loses the Pylon too quick, he won't be in a good position.
He has this patrolling
hold on.
stalker, which is really nice.
Here we go, Bob. Okay, I thought he'd drop it. He's going for the shot.
Oh, it's gonna whiff.
The splits are real.
All right, so this is largely left uncontested as Healer is looking to put on some damage towards Sake's side of the map. Sake is putting down a photon over Russell to try to pick apart
pull
some of
back
these
a little
Cyclones.
bit
One of the
more.
Cyclones does go down, Element, and that is pretty
That's
good.
unfortunate.
Eliminates a lot of the DPS of this force, and I don't know. I think with the photon overcharge, and now the Disruptor's shot is available. Thanks.
Yeah, photon overcharge is pretty strong.
Yeah.
What do we got back at home? 2 Cyclones at a time. He's finishing up his starport, and he's got a tech lab ready for it. He's gonna make some. Disruptor shot's pretty large. Well, I guess it only shaved off 3. Oh no! No!
Oh, but he gets the Disruptor and the Warp Prism though. That's actually
Okay, there was a Disruptor War Prism in there?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's basically, shaved off quite a few. He's got 60 Marines back at home. Double Cyclone production like we talked about. Actually, never mind. I was looking at units already out, not producing. But, yeah, actually, it looks like he's going into bio now. No!
Where's the Ravens? That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, he's modified his build into a bio transition rather than normally he would go to Ravens. So it would be mass ravens, helps buy him more time, especially with the unit compositions that usually force out. I mean, honestly, as good as stalkers are, they don't counter mass ravens, not at all. I mean, considering the point defense drone just nullifies them completely. And then when you have cyclones in there peppering the ground units with their heavy DPS, especially with lock-on, there's nothing that the Protoss has that can defeat that. I mean, Immortals don't do the trick, stalkers don't do the trick. Disruptors, yeah, that's your only chance, and that is something that Sake has built. He already has one right now on the field, but
here we go, Bob. The
we'll
attack
see.
is commencing at the front. Disruptor down. Not going to get many good shots. In fact, not getting anything at all, really. Tank at the back. Perhaps he can siege up. Perhaps he doesn't even want to.
Perhaps he doesn't even need to.
Maybe you can tell me what you would like to do. Rocks going down. We've seen this before.
Yeah, and the rocks do go down. Did you do the thing, Element?
No, I was going to, but I didn't.
Okay. Oh, man! We got a big disruption shot to evaporate some of these Marines. What a bloody mess that is.
Gosh.
He does blink right into the main base, right on top of Healer's production. Healer does not have a lot of forces here, Element.
Oh, Healer's attacking his own structure.
Oh, what are you doing?
He doesn't like his own buildings.
You need that tech lab. Oh, that's...
Oh, now it's
if
gone.
anything, he could have got a few stalker
It's
kills
actually
there.
really painful to lose that, because now he needs some marauders and won't get them.
Yeah. Wow, big blunder there from Healer. Unfortunate for him. And, yeah, that was an excellent little
Cyclone
poke-in.
lost in the middle of the map. I don't know, this is looking a little dicey. Although army supplies and work accounts are really good for Healer. So, not completely out of this. Just needs to get that one warp prism. Just kill that, and then you can defend everything else.
Yes, it is game 3, guys. You don't have the score up, Element? Come on.
Oh,
That's what happens when I'm
my
not there
bad.
to show you these things.
Bob's sitting in a chair 10 feet away from me.
Oh, I'm not.
Doesn't
I'm 21 kilometers
speak
away right now.
until now. Speak now, Bob. Beyond told you. Do as Beyond does. Speak now.
Yeah. Oh, that is his username in NA. That's funny. Either way, there's no third CC though, right?
He's gonna get this. He's gonna bolt on this Nexus. Look how long these warpins are taking.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's
I was going to say there's no third CC. I mean, this is a pretty bad position for our turn player. But he's going to get this if he focuses it down. Focus it down!
Focus, Healer!
Shoot it! Stop! Focus! No! There we go!
There it is. Oh, Lord.
Oh, man!
Oh, he's dealing with a warp... the warp prism drop in his main base.
Okay.
Didn't get many workers, though. And actually wasn't really dealing with it. He dealt with it for half a second. It was after that attack. Oh, just
that
about
was
died
so,
on stream there.
It's one of those moments, Element, man. It just makes you just like your brain you loses life. My health. I'm gonna live left.
Oh no, this is a bad position for him to be in. Drop some tanks.
Oh indeed.
Oh
tanks are
gosh,
actually
I don't know.
showing
I don't like
stalkers.
it. I don't like it.
I don't think it's enough bio
do it.
here to deal with this, but these tanks are dealing a lot of damage, though, Element, so that cannot be underestimated. And yeah, I mean, that's actually a pretty bad attack, I think, overall for Sake. And looking at that reflected in supply, as he's stuck on two bases to the two bases of the Terran player, I'm really liking this heavy Marauder composition against this mass Stalker. These Stalkers look scary. That's a lot of Stalkers. And they got Blink, but they're against a lot of Marauders. Yeah, boost those tanks away. He doesn't even lose one element. Wow. But he's going to lose some of these Marauders, though, as they are they're rallying their way across the map a little bit.
Didn't he lost the medevac tank the first shot.
Oh, did he? Oh, I guess I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, the second shot didn't kill anything, Element.
The second shot killed nothing. And remember, the Nexus is just now being rebuilt. Work account heavily in favor for Healer. Third base drops down. If Healer can just defeat this one army, or even just survive its punishing blows, which, let's be honest, there's really not a whole lot that threatens him here. Well, hold on. Is it just Stalkers?
Yeah, man.
What happened to the Colossus?
Oh, wait. Did it get killed? No, there it is. Or is that the different one?
That's a new one.
Well, it's the same. What's one kill?
Oh, no, it has one kill. It just went all the way home.
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, he has two Colossus now, which is actually pretty decent. Especially with, we got a Stalker Colossus army. Can't get any more Heart of the Swarm if he tried, man.
Oh, God, the force fields. Cut him in half.
Okay, and he will
we like Healer, so don't do it.
Yeah, Healer has to get secure his high ground and not get force fielded down there. Because that'll be absolutely devastating. Utilize his tanks on these Stalkers and his awesome bio force. Oh, Blink forward, too. There's going to be no Blink micro available to these Stalkers. I think that might have been a huge mistake for Sake as he's really trying to focus down these tanks, but the tanks are doing terrible damage.
Dwindling for Sake.
Yeah! Holy cow, the Stalkers are finally all evaporated. Actually, the Colossus falls too, and that's it. GD's call! Healer takes the series and the game! Oh my god. Woo! It was that blink forward element. What was was it a mistake? Was he overzealous? What was
He thought he could take it.
you blink forward into tanks and marauders?
I know.
Well, they're on the
do it,
high
but-
ground too.
I know.
There's
I know.
nothing right about that. There was no. Oh, that was a mistake, and that cost him the game. Healer wasn't like Healer. I thought was going to lose after his opener sucked and a couple other things, but he took out that third base. And that changed everything. I mean, it almost didn't though, and that I would just. I think I just would have ate like a whole. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. Just I would have cried probably. It was so close that he almost didn't focus it down. Like, oh,
Yeah.
the things you look back on is like, oh, what could have been, But no, he actually did it, and it turned out what could have been, and it turned into something really great for him. And Healer moves on, guys, defeating Sake, a Protoss legend, and that's exciting to see him move on.
Legendary. Let's take a check at the look at the bracket here.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit refresh on the old bracket. Okay, Lilkinen defeated B-Lord. Oh, so it's Lilkinen and Healer in the finals, man. It's because Lilkinen defeated B-Lord. And so Healer versus Lilkinen. We've cast Lilkinen a variety of times in the past, and so it's really exciting to see a best of 3 coming out of these two players. Guys, this is Go4SC2 number 608, brought to you by ESL and Gauntlet SC2. You can follow the Gauntlet series. Anything to do with this channel, what is on this channel, you can follow on Twitter, at Gauntlet SC2. That is at Gauntlet SC2 for all the latest up-to-date information of the goings-ons here, including Go4SC2 events that we cast. Amateur Hour, brand new series were introduced. We just did the first episode yesterday. One of my favorite things in the whole entire universe, actually. It was a blast to do. There are going to be more next week, likely. Wednesdays, more than likely, even. Well, and of course, Gauntlet Season 2 will be commencing in the very near future, within the next couple weeks. And that's pretty exciting, considering how epic Season 1 was. Season 2 is actually double more epic. It generally is. Genuinely is more epic. And we can't wait to share that with you guys and party it out, man, with StarCraft style. And then, yeah, and then plus, who knows what a plethora of other events. We team up with a whole bunch of different organizers and stuff from time to time, and events pop up blink of an eye, so we never know. So that's why hit up that follow button right here on Twitch to get notified when we go live, and follow on Twitter the series there too. I'm Bobby. Awesome. With me is Element. Joy to be here with you guys today. If you guys do enjoy what we do and like having fun with us, consider hitting up that sub button or even the donation button down below the stream. It supports the stream directly, and we definitely appreciate it. It helps us continue doing what we're doing and upping the quality and having more fun. And yeah, and if you guys haven't seen some of the stuff we do, these events we just do for fun, the Go4SC2 events, but the big events like Gauntlet SC2 events or the Amateur Hour we did yesterday, definitely check out the Gauntlet YouTube page. Or as well as the website too, gauntletesports.com. I actually got to update that. I'm going to do that today. I think I'm going to upload the VOD section there with Amateur Hour and such. And got a couple other cool things I'm working on too for it. And so yeah, gauntletesports.com. Our VODs are there. And you could check out the YouTube page. I definitely recommend it. Amateur Hour was a blast yesterday. So we are going to be going to the finals. Lilkinen versus Healer. Best of 3, as is the usual for these events. Best of 1s until the quarterfinals. And then it's best of 3s until and including the finals. That's that. Radio Element. I'm gonna take a look at chat, as apparently you were reading chat and.
No, I said I misclicked and you didn't hear me.
Oh no, I didn't hear you.
I get another follow, Lexus93. Thank you for that follow. Hit up that follow button. Bob always says.
Oh right. Oh yeah, some people talk about shoot the enemy, not your building, says Just Jordan. Jordan, he's in chat. That's awesome. He's the winner of yesterday's Amateur Hour. In fact, put on one heck of a clinic. Performed really well. All the players played really well. And Jordan, man, he was the better player. He didn't even drop a map. And but there are times though it got a little dicey. It did. It definitely got dicey. It was against Nano for sure. But he still pulled it off though. Good for him. Big congratulations. There's also not just Amateur Hour. It was just Amateur Hour having gold and platinum players. We'll do bronze and silver players. We'll do
well, we had
diamond as well.
We had Jordong versus Nanowa yesterday. That was pretty good.
Nanowa, yeah.
Jordong.
Also known as Nano, yeah. And but yeah, anyway, so yeah, and there's money on the line. $50 was the prize pool. $40 to the first place. That went to Jordan, and then $10 to second place, which was Nano. So yeah, money on the line for a noob level event, because guys, noobs need love too, and that's our motto for the Amateur Hour series. Just no one makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. That's how it goes. I love that line.
Just gonna fix a sound thing here really quickly.
All right, guys. So we may or may not be casting event. We'll see.
Whoa.
Things happen.
Come back again.
Okay. Oh, that's funny.
Dear
okay,
Lord
so
Bob.
I was muted.
Okay. No. Our sound is now fixed.
Are we? Okay.
Yes.
Was I just muted or you too? Whatever.
We're now fixed, Bob.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good times. All right. So the finals will be Sake versus Healer. Sorry, no, Sake versus Healer. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at my old bracket. It will be Healer versus Lilkinen, of course. As Healer did defeat Sake 2-1 in a, I don't know if it's an upset or not, considering Sake is just making his way back into the StarCraft 2 scene, it seems, at least casually through the Go4SC2 channels. And to have Lilkinen versus Healer, Lilkinen really owning it up in the brackets here. I like that. He's doing really well in these online events. I think there's so much potential with this guy. I know he streams from time to time. I actually don't really watch the stream that much. Just not at times. I usually end up watching stuff. So I haven't really been following it, but I know he has a following of fans, and definitely love to see him performing well, and hope to see more of him in the future too. We've cast him a bunch of times in a variety of Go4SC2 events and such. So it'll definitely be interesting. It's a TVT. Lilkinen Wave. Actually, I think one of the series that we did cast was a TVT. He absolutely decimated his opponent.